What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a Karen Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
Right, another
one.
Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Chargers and Devils. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of this Fall 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Blackman, joined as always by Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's late season matchup between the Chargers and the Devils. How you doing tonight, Stu?
I was doing really well until Bia just threw that backhand 2-all in practice that didn't even smell the floor in bounds. Other than that, great.
Well,
you?
I'm doing well, Stu. Let's hope the backhand 2-alls get a little bit better for you. But a huge game day for both of these teams. Let's take a look at our standings before we get started tonight. This is the final game day of the year for the Devils, so they're looking to post a number, see how high they can get in terms of points. Right now they sit in second place, 7.5. And you see the Chargers, kind of the opposite story for them. They're at the bottom of the standings, but they have 3 game days left, the most of any Battle Court team. Beginning here with Division 2 doubles, 1 singles and 5 doubles matches on the day, beginning with Iturbide and Ubia against Echeverry and Benny. The Chargers, Iturbide and Ubia, 5-3 this year. Echeverry and Benny, 4-5. And it was the Devils, Echeverry and Benny, that won the first matchup in straight sets. That was just back on October 31st.
Iturbide serves, we begin. Ubia, fine catch deep in the backcourt. Here's Benny at the side wall. Catch in the corner. A difficult catch by Ubia. Ichibide playing deep, back at the 10 line. Benny now from the 11 line, caught by Ubia. Benny from deep in the backcourt. Powerful backhand by Ubia. Stopped by Benny. You know, so far, Andrew, pretty conservative play all the way around. Again, powerful backhands by Ubia. Benny's been handling them well. Trying to set the front quarters up to make a shot.
Yeah, and it's a great matchup here in the front court with the way that Echeverry's been playing. This might be the chance.
What a scoop by Benny. There's the backhand. Caught by Ubia. Yeah, Benny just spot on with that catch. Benny again from the 11 line, back to the inside. Hard throw, caught by Ubia. Robote on the wall. That's saved by Ichibide. Benny moves in. Powerful backhand by Echeverry. Echeverry again. Straight to the backcourt. Echeverry from the 8 line. Another bullet to the corner. Coming out to the Robote. Ichibide is there. Echeverry on the catch. Ball tipped. A hard-fought first point goes to Echeverry and Benny of the Devils. Echeverry has the serve.
Well, tremendous rally to get things started here. And as you said, you know, kind of typical of what you normally see in the first point. You know, trying to feel each other out, getting the rhythm, figure out the catching. But Echeverry, I mean, this year, and really since about the middle of October, has just turned it around, and as has the Devils season. I mean, since that point, they've won 5 game days, 5 of the 6 they've won all year, and they've just shot up the standings.
No, since he's become more comfortable on the court, he's just been playing really, really well. A big part of the Devils moving up the chain. Sorry, it's not a chain. What is it? It's
Standings?
Standings, thank you. Chain, standing. Big difference between the two. Here's a catch by Benny on the forehand. Ichibide takes that at the 8 line, backhand to the inside. One. Ichibide serves. Well, Bia pretty much well cleared everyone out on this backhand. See every.
Yeah, Benny.
Yeah, yeah. It's not really a thing.
No, but we're safe.
Yeah.
We're moving on.
Beautiful scoop by Ubia. There's the backhand. Benny now from the 10 line. Low runner. Low runner to the inside, picked up by Benny. Benny from the backhand to Ubia. Ubia lifts it into the backcourt. Low runner again. Benny calls for it, backhand.
Great catch.
Yeah, Ubia again's been spot on in 2025. Second half of 2025, better than the first half. Echeverry, drop shot. Ubia got there, could not make the catch. Second point for Echeverry and Benny of the Devils. Echeverry serves.
Well, it got some great stats from our guy Ethan over at Robote Analytics, and talking about Echeverry and how he was such a key part of the Devils making this run, as we were alluding to earlier. He said Echeverry had 4 more kills in a match, just one of his first 10 matches this year. But since October 17th, he's had 4 more kills in 5 of his 9, already 2 here tonight. It just shows you how much more comfortable he's getting with this court, and with that, you just said it again, the Devils have been playing just so much better.
Absolutely. Robote, left side by Etcheberry. Ubi is there. Low runner. Benny calls for it, scoops it up on the left side. Backhand 2-all.
Yep.
That one scores. 2-2. Iturbide serves. Well, that was far better than one they threw in the practice.
That's why they have a driving range at a golf course, Stu, because you got to get the bad ones out early, you know? And that's why they have a practice session. They're just warming up. We're not judging them based on how they throw it early. We're judging how they throw it in the game. And
I can't agree with that statement at all, Andrew. I just can't. The practice is about warming up. That ball is tipped at the sidewall by Iturbide. That's a third point for Etcheberry and Benny.
Well,
I'm not saying you're not right in golf. I'm just saying in highlight that practice period is to warm up to play. And part of that is...
Hey, look, whatever you have to do to land it in the game.
Fault, underserve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Maybe it was the classic, I'm going to throw it so bad in the game, they're not going to defend it, you know.
Okay.
And then you hit it with them pretty early. Either way, a good shot. But
good hard serve by Etcheberry. Backhand. Benny, deep in the backcourt, comes out on the left side. Ubia, powerfully to the inside. Etcheberry on a hop at the 9 line. Big backhand. Be up high. Robote with a big bounce to the inside is tipped at the side wall. 4th point for Etcheberry and Benny of the Devils. Etcheberry serves.
I'll tell you what, his Robote is very impressive too. And nobody gets more height on these Robotes than Etcheberry. I mean, gets a big bounce off the floor, puts that one right on the side wall, and that's just a tricky catch for anybody.
Part of it is he had such a difficult time, or appeared to have such a difficult time adjusting, that when he did adjust, the skills that he's shown throughout his career really shine.
Yeah.
There's the backhand by Ubia. Low runner, thrown hard. Robote forehand by Iturbide, caught by Etcheberry. Etcheberry powerfully with the costado to the inside. Ubia, backhand 2-all. Is out. 5 points, possible set point for Etcheberry and Benny. Yeah.
Well, that was the case. I did not like the backhand 2-all.
Well, yeah, and he's attacking the glass back wall in front of me.
Maybe he heard you.
I mean, he threw that way up. Robote left side, hard throw to the inside. Ubi is there. Did you catch that really big yell?
Oh, is there going to be another one? I think we're okay.
Point and set to Etcheberry and Benny. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Play our next set.
So, great first set there for the Devils. I mean, just going down the line here, just putting some stats together before the broadcast. I mean, all these teams are on some sort of winning streak in doubles. I mean, Etcheberry and Benny, they've won 4 of their last 5. And coming up next, Benetrix and Rock have won 6 in a row. I mean, it just tells the story of this team this year. Started off a little bit slow. They lost their first 3 game days. But since that point, they've put together, 6 wins, 3 ties, and only 2 losses.
You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently playing our first of 6 scheduled matches on the game day between the Chargers and the Devils. Did you happen to catch that? Oh, sorry, I was going to say something funny, and you're going to say something serious. Go ahead.
No. Go ahead. I want to hear what you had to say. I think it's going to be more interesting.
Well, it's not really funny. It's just, did you happen to catch that thing that they did with the Devils with the dancing on Instagram?
Oh, the dancing with the...
Dancing with the Devils. I don't know if that's what it was called, but...
I saw it. I don't know if I actually finished it. I got to be honest. But
you swiped before the end of a World Jai-Alai League sanctioned video? Andrew,
couldn't
check your
happened.
contract.
Yeah, that couldn't happen. But go ahead. What are you saying? You liked it? No, maybe.
I'm a bit on the fence.
Okay.
I'm a bit on the fence. I'm a bit on the fence on the judging, not the concept.
Okay.
On the judging. Bit on the fence on the judging. I think they were a little hard on Benny. Benny should have gotten a 10.
Yeah. Right.
Benny should
might
have gotten
agree.
a 10 for showing up.
Yeah. The way he's played this year.
Absolutely. It's like, do we care if he can dance or if he can catch it? Could you hear me in the background? You know, they wait till I'm out of the building before they do certain things, which I don't mind.
Yeah, it makes it's easier for everyone.
I don't care if he could do the cha-cha out there. I'm only concerned if he can catch and throw. Someone gives...
You're a simple guy still, you know.
It doesn't take much. We're ready to begin our second set. Each B-Day has a serve.
Well, this was a big match for the Chargers coming into it. I mean, you just look at the way that this game day is shaping up. You got some great teams still coming up for the Devils. Nicholas Kubala, Benetrix and Benny, Benetrix and Rock. So this was a match you figured the Chargers really needed to win. And after a slow start, they got to turn it up quickly in set 2.
Ichibide powerfully from the backhand, caught by Benny at the 12 line. Ubi again, powerfully, right up the middle. This one taken on the forehand of Benny. Benny from the right side. Ubi is there. Robote, that rebound off the back wall, played by Echeverry, caught by Ichibide. Difficult catch, made it overhead and behind him. Robote, the rebound again. Forehand Robote by Ichibide. Caught down low by Benny. Fine Robote play by Ubia. Benny takes it on the bounce. Back to the inside at the sidewall where it will score. First point of the second set goes to Echeverry and Benny of the Devils. That point came together gradually. I mean, Ubia really seemed like he was in charge of it. Ichibide was spot on. And Benny just, again, catching everything, got that ball to get back to the side wall. Well done.
Well, yeah, no, and this Chargers team last season, 8-2, already 3 losses this year, in jeopardy of dropping another. I mean, again, they got to get something going. We haven't really seen Ichibide open it up. It was a great catch, though, by Benny.
Yeah, no, down, especially down low. Difficult to make the catch down there. That's a big backhand by Ubia. Robote forehand sent wall to wall from the forehand of Echeverry. Benny on the Robote. It's a 2-all. Ichibide has it. Powerful throw. Scooped up by Benny. Benny goes to the inside hard, and Ubia is there. Backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Robote kicking out to the 5 line. Fired back by Echeverry. Catch by Benny. Benny from the backhand. Robote. Robote forehand. Robote left side to the inside. What a catch by Ubia. Beautifully played. Ubia again. Backhand from the 11. Robote left side by Echeverry to the inside. Ubia. Low runner. What a scoop by Benny. You know, that ball hit the floor deep. And when we see those low runners that do that, they very frequently score, but Benny stopped that beautifully. This ball is tipped in the backcourt. A second point for Echeverry and Benny. Echeverry serves. He hit the glass again.
Yeah, look, I mean, another miss in the backcourt, and, you know, not to rag on Ubia, but it's just, you know, you just got to make some of these tough catches. You know,
well, Benny is setting a standard back here. Yeah. He's caught some, what I would consider to be next to impossible balls.
Yeah,
I mean, he's been flawless.
No, yesterday with no one of rocks, but that's what separates.
Fault under serve. Second serve must be good.
You know, really separates some of the best from, you know, some of the more middle-of-the-line backcourters in this division. And Ubia, he played behind Zulaika in the World Super Court where they looked just unbeatable, and he was catching everything. So, you know, he has all that potential. He's got great power, so when he puts it together, he's just a devastating combination.
No question about it. Scoop by Ubia. Beautifully played. Another low runner. Etcheberry cuts it off. Placement inside will score on the second bounce. Beautifully played shot by Etcheberry. He found the hole inside. That is 3 points for Etcheberry and Benny here in the second set. This is just such a smart play by Etcheberry. So he gets in there. And again, it's not a drop shot. It's inside placement with a soft touch.
Well, again, it's where the defense is not.
Yeah.
And Iturbide's all the way to the outside. Ubia's deep in the backcourt, so it's a perfect shot. And then another, wow.
That backhand by Ubia took off, hit the overhead screen. A 4th point for Etcheberry and Benny. Etcheberry serves. Such a premium on passing. When you folks get tired of hearing that, you just make sure you write into the WJAL and let them know, and we'll try to stop saying it. But yeah, when those balls hit that overhead screen, players actively trying to pass, just keeping that overhead screen in mind can be difficult. Robote left side to the inside, caught by Ubia. Nice backhand by Ubia. Benny from the 10 line, powerfully to the backcourt. Good catch by Benny. Benny on the backhand. Ubia is there again. Ball took off. That touched the overhead screen, which is out of play. That's a 5th point for Etcheberry and Benny of the Devils. That sets up possible match point.
Hesitated that time, Stu. But look, it's just too many errors in a match that they really needed to win. They've come out underserve.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good.
But they've just come out totally flat. And we talk about shot and shot making, and you need the opportunity to do it. But at some point, if you're Iturbide, you just got to step in front of it and fire one. We haven't really seen him go forward at all. And Etcheberry's playing so comfortably, and there's really no threat.
Robote. Forehand, and we have a swing and a miss. There'll be no shutout here in the second set. That's a point for Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide has the serve. Still possible match point for the Devils.
Yeah,
Etcheberry and Benny.
Sorry, Stu. One of the Chargers really needed, but they got to believe it too. Not great body language from Ubia on the catch and throw. Fortunate miss because Etcheberry's been spot on. But that was a gift. Not going to get the points as easily as that.
Beautiful catch by Ubia deep in the corner. Robote forehand thrown hard to the inside. Iturbide grabs it. Powerful Costado stopped by Benny. Benny with the cortada. Caught by Iturbide. 2-0 by Iturbide. Stopped by Etcheberry. Not held on to by Etcheberry. That's a second point for Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide has the serve.
Look, just because you throw a 2-all that doesn't beat the opponent to the net, it doesn't mean you're going to lose the point. Sometimes they can miss it. Sometimes, a lot of things can happen. But in this case, Etcheberry's there. It's just a difficult catch right off the basket. Quickly, they got 2 points back.
Powerful backhand on the wall the whole way. A perfect catch by Benny. Ubia is there. Ubia powerfully from the backhand. Robote kicking all the way out to the 4 line. Turn for the big bounce to the inside. Ubia is there again. Blasts the backhand. Stopped by Benny. Benny on the left side again. Iturbide cuts it off the 8. Costado 2-all opening and scoring for Iturbide. A beautifully thrown Costado 2-all will score. 3 points for Iturbide and Ubia. Iturbide serves.
Well, now it starts to feel a little more real. You get to 3 points and you think, well, we can really get back in this match. Another just miss on the outside. Iturbide gets a lot of cut on that 2-all. Opens up a bunch and difficult to read, especially for a front quarter that hasn't seen it a whole lot in Etcheberry.
It's a powerful forehand by Ubia. Benny on the backhand. Iturbide in and out of the cesta goes. That is point. And a straight set victory for Etcheberry and Benny of the Devils, winning it 6-2, 6-3.
Yeah, a big statement by the Devils. Young team of Etcheberry and Benny delivering early on. They take the lead in this late season game day. Up next, we'll go over to Division 5 doubles. That'll bring out Jedin and Arta against Benetrix and Rock.
As soon as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Game day score reflecting that win by Etcheberry and Benny to get things started. They finish up their season at 5-5, winning, well, 5 of their last 6. It's pretty good still.
Absolutely.
Looks like we will be hearing from our winners momentarily. There they are, Etcheberry and Benny. After that win, congratulations, guys, and what is probably the biggest game day of the year for you guys in your last attempt to get some points. Did you feel that this particular match and winning it gave you a good chance to win the game day?
Yeah, I mean, especially, it being the first match of the game day, if you can win it, you set up the momentum for the rest of your team. So it's definitely an important win for us. Yeah,
and 5-5 this year for you and Etcheberry. How'd you feel about the way this team kind of worked out throughout the season?
I'm very happy with how we finished the season. In the beginning, we were, not doing really good. We lost our first 4 matches or something like that, and we really picked it up towards the end. So
awesome, guys! Great finish for you, and good luck the rest of the game day today. Thank you.
Thank you.
Up next, we'll go over to Division 5. It brings out Jed and Arta against Benetrix and Rock. Jed and Arta 3-5 regular season so far. Benetrix and Rock, one of the best records in Division 5. They're 7-2. These two matched up earlier in the season. Benetrix and Rock winners in straight sets. Hoping they get another straight set win tonight and keep up that momentum that Benny was talking about. But Stu, I mean, this team, really all of it for the Devils have been working. You got Rock in the backcourt playing some great highlight. Benetrix leading the team up there in the front. It's going to be a tough matchup here for the Chargers.
Definitely is.
Last game day, actually this team, Division 5, got the win. But remember, Jedden was out. It was El Barba up there in the front. And El Barba really played well.
Each time El Barber's come off the taxi squad so far this season, done a really good job.
Ready to go? Second match of the game day. We are ready to begin match number 2. Jed and Arta will serve to Benetrix and Rock. There's a serve. We begin our second match. Backhand lifted to the inside, stopped by Arta. Keeps this one low along the wall. Benetrix pulls it in. Backed up to the 10 line. Benetrix makes the catch, floats one up. Arta backed up to the wall, makes the play. Benetrix high and deep. Jed alone for this rebote. Forehand just dropped inside. Benetrix picks it up, sends it high. Not past Arta though. Great catch up overhead. Benetrix ripped on off the wall. Outside placement, scooped up. Jedden puts it on the numbers. Now Rock for the rebote.
Great save.
He makes a save. Arta from the outside has the 2-wall. Rock looking to get out there. He will not make it. First point goes to the Chargers. Jedden and Arta.
The instinct to get out there was good there for Rock, but there was a lot of real estate, well, actually, courts, but whatever it is. There's a lot of space between him and the ball. Great catch.
Benetrix takes a serve. Drop shot. Dropped in there to score. 2 bounces and a first point for the Devils.
Benetrix grabbed the serve. Just enough. Arta really, once again, so close. Benetrix picks the serve, drops it inside. There's the drop shot. Yeah, I mean, Arta read it well. Yeah, about 3 inches off.
Serve coming in low. Here's Arta from deep in the backcourt. Lays it up. There's Benetrix from the 9 line, cuts it off, then sends it deep. Arta climbs the wall, comes down with it deep in the backcourt. Outside placement, Jed makes the stop.
Great catch by Jed.
Throws a Karam, doesn't open enough, Benetrix has it. Karam returns,
oh, what a catch by Jed.
And he safely gets it off. Clean miss by Rock, and the backhand scores.
Tremendous play by Jedden all the way around. Benetrix gets a hold of this one. Sidearm Karam doesn't open enough. Jedden scoops it up. He makes sure that Benetrix is clear. That's a safe play. Puts it right back to scores. Well done.
Rock gets there just before it crosses the wall, sends it up high. No, but that's in the overhead screen and out of play. 3rd point for the Chargers.
Maneuvering around Arta, he got to the ball, but again, a little shaky after making the catch. Definitely a good catch. That throw just took off.
Rock comes over the top of the right side. Arta backing up deep into that corner, pulls it off the wall. Backhand 2-wall, lands in, and it scores. What a shot there. Back at about the 12 line. Makes it a 4-1 lead.
A backhand 2-wall all the way from the back of the court. I mean,
wow.
Wow. Okay, so yeah, he's at the between the 12 and 13. You have to throw this so hard, which is exactly what Arta does. Benetrix took off but couldn't make it.
That's an underserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
That's one of the better backhand 2-walls that we've seen. I mean, the bar's pretty low.
Well, today.
For that shot.
Yeah.
But
Benetrix wanted it. Passes to Rock in the backcourt. Sends it up the middle. Jedden backpedaling in a position. Sends it high to the inside. Rock steps up. Makes the catch in the air. Arta pulls this one off the wall. Sends it up high. Rabote's coming out. Benetrix ups it inside. Arta moves up. Throws a 2-wall. It's in. Benetrix makes the catch outside. Fires the forehand. It scores.
I'll tell you, that was perfect positioning by Arta. Arta was there. Just Benetrix really put a little extra gas on the ball and just too difficult to catch. But Arta spot on perfect in terms of court placement.
Here's Jedden. Rock now, back in the 12, puts it up the middle. Arta, not gonna get there. Jedden plays it back to Benetrix, waiting for it outside. Keeps this one low, crosses the wall. Arta in position, he makes the save. Benetrix backs up all the way at the 10 line. Backhand to the outside. Arta.
Oh, what a save.
What a save. Stepped in front of it, didn't have a lot of time. Now Jedden calls him off. Sweeping Rabote, dropped at Rock's feet. Benetrix lays the big bouncer up. Arta picks it up. Inside placement. Benetrix moves in quickly. Just did get there. Another one to the outside. Arta goes down, makes the save, but the 2-wall
Great effort
is
by
too
Arta.
wide.
Gotta appreciate the effort by Arta. He got there and he tried to turn it into something, and that's just great play by Arta. Doesn't get the point, but still, great read.
I mean, this first one, too, just cups up on him so quickly. And the second one, that was close. Especially with how little control he had going down to the floor. Powerful serve right there. Arta picks it off the side wall. Big backhand coming out. Turn to the outside. Jed makes the stop. Shoots it up the middle. Rock waiting for it. He's got the forehand. Cortada dropped. 4-4 is the score. Benetrix and Rock serve.
As everyone knows, I'm not a fan of backcourt cortadas, but because they're dangerous. But that one just worked. Jedden's catching's been spotless until that point right there, so a bit risky. Turns off, paying off.
Arta wastes no time, shoots a long 2-wall. Benetrix picks it off the net.
Oh,
but the throw got away from him. That's in the pad, and the pad is bad. 5 points possible, set point for the Chargers.
Benetrix makes a great catch out here on the run, and then just basically kind of overthrows it. Just a little too much power.
Rock stops this one at the 11 line, keeps it low to the inside, scooped up by Arta. Now Benetrix makes the catch, sends it high and deep. Jen alone for the rebote. Floats it up the middle. Benetrix cuts it off. 2-wall opens.
Oh, what a
Jen
catch.
Makes a stop. Fires it off the side wall.
What a catch.
But Benetrix pulls it in. That's a great play. Benetrix let this one pass. Rock over the top from deep in the backcourt. Arta all the way backed up to the glass. Makes that catch. Rock now. Low catch. Comes back up the middle. Arta makes the play. Bote high to the inside. Tough scoop. Arta made it. Make the 2-wall, put it inside. Benetrix makes the catch, shoots it low. Scoop by Arta again. There's a 2-wall. Benetrix didn't overrun this one. Makes the catch, fires it inside where it scores. 5-5. This is set point.
This has been such a hard-fought set. Arts has played great. Jedden's played great. Benetrix, all four of them, Benetrix and Rock, they've just played so well. Jedden had one miss. Rock didn't get to one ball, but other than that, they've just been playing terrific.
Arta from the 10 line. Benetrix goes up, but Rock comes down with it. Scoop, miss. Point and set. Benetrix and Rock take it 6-5. 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2.
Now, I think we all need to be very careful.
Yeah,
Because I haven't seen this often. Not because of that we've heard plenty of.
No, I think I know what you're referring to.
It's the other one.
Yes.
It was the other one.
Did you hear that?
Yes, of course I heard that. Why do you think I'm nervous? One drinking water there. I mean, he was
Rock
pumped, but did you hear
fired
that
up
yell?
after that set.
Well, because Jedden yelled, but Jedden always yells.
Right, and
he played great. Jedden played great. He's got nothing to, I understand the frustration.
Really
but,
did, of course.
But, Rock out-yelled Jedden. Out-yelled him. Theoretically outplayed him on the court and then out-yelled him. That's a double beatdown.
Wins both, huh? Yeah.
Maybe he has to lose a chain.
Well, we'll see what happens here. And I don't think we see, we don't see Jedden and Bradley tonight, do we? And we don't typically see the chains here with Arta, but
I looked for the matchup. I didn't see.
But Rock was he was the one that brought out that ridiculous anchor that is now found a new home, not in this building.
I'm so pleased with the Battle Court players for making that chain disappear. Just what a terrible noise in a metal building.
Yeah.
Just.
Well, let's see what they got here coming out for set 2. How about this? Kubala returning the favor to Rock there, giving a little massage of his own.
Very thoughtful team.
Well, he's been playing great the last couple weeks. And it's right around the same time where Etcheberry started to get comfortable with the court, and Benetrix really established that he was going to be, a force to be reckoned with over, the course of this season and maybe his career if he stays a 4 for a while. It all started clicking at the right time for this team.
Absolutely.
Let's see what they got here. They came back and won that first set in dramatic fashion. Set 2 just about ready to begin. Jen and Arta will have the serve. We are ready to begin set 2. Jen and Arta will serve.
I'm still steering clear of Rock.
Let's see what he's got here to start off this set. There's a serve. We begin set 2. Backhand by Rock. Stays low to the inside. Jen gets there. Volte left side to the inside. Big bounce. Arta goes up, then tips it. Benetrix and Rock strike first in set 2.
That ball took a particularly high bounce. I mean, as planned by Benetrix. Nothing easy about that catch for Arta.
Fault over serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. That's a tough one, but Arta lines it up as it crossed the wall. Rock, great play, deep in the backcourt. Rock sends it up high.
That's
Arta
a tough
picks
catch.
it off
What
the
a
wall.
catch.
Right about that one still. Rebote forehand dropping inside. Jen steps in front of it, makes the catch, floats one up. Rock waiting for it deep in the backcourt. Arta keeps this one low. Benetrix able to make a play. Sends it up high and deep. Art's out of the way. Jed alone for this rebote. Plays it up high. What a stop by Rock. Big bounce. Arta reaches up. Kicks this one off the wall.
What a
Benetrix, great
catch.
high scoop there. Benetrix foot on the wall. Back of the 10 line. Sends it back. Arta waiting for it in the corner. Now Benetrix, 9 line to the inside. Arta with the catch. Now Rock, same spot, kicks it off the wall, coming up the middle. Whoa, runner, scoop by Benetrix. 2-wall is in, and it scores. Back-to-back for the Devils to start off set 2.
That is such an aggressive combination. So the scoop, but the scoop at the side wall, that's complicated. Okay, so Arta gets it back to the side wall. Look at this. Scoop right at the side wall, snaps a 2-wall aggressively from pretty far back. Well done.
Backhand lower to the inside. Benetrix able to cut it off. Blast it deep. Arta couldn't get there. Jed turns it outside. It's out.
Yeah, Jedden just hooked it. Good thought to get it to the outside, but just held on to it just a little bit too long.
Arta, low bolt of a backhand. Benetrix, rebote. Big bouncer to the inside. Great scoop by Arta, backing up. Catch in the middle of the court. Arta keeps this one low. Oh, but Benetrix comes across court, cut it off in the air. And the return scores make it 4 points.
What a catch. I mean, that's one where maybe you go up to it, it's in coming in low, you let it go. No, I didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it did. But that's a great catch by Benetrix. Then he rifled it back. Arch has been spot on with his catching, just not that one. Or that one.
All missed off the serve. The ace gives him 5 points. Possible set, possible match point.
Hate to see it in the score. Care for each of these teams equally, and I do mean that sincerely. You know that. And Arta has played great. Arta has played so well this match.
Arta handles that serve. Backhand right on the wall. Stopped by Rock.
Crazy catch.
Rotate left side. Fired. Rock all alone. Calls him off. Makes the catch. Looking for the big bounce. Settles along the wall. There's Arta. Now Benetrix comes back to the 9. Backhand to the outside. Jedden running with it. Digs it out, but it's in the pad. Point, set, and match. Straight set victory for Benetrix and Rock. 6-5, 6-0. And the Devils add another win, 2-0. They lead the game day, headed over to Division 4 doubles. Iturbide and Bradley will take on Nicholas and Kubala. Take a look at some replays here. What a powerful forehand crossing the wall there. Arta again, had it lined up, but just hard to secure the catch. Benetrix outside, lines that one up, puts it low. Scoop missed. There's Rock again. This one right on the floor. You know, you like to see the back quarter going for a scoop. That one missed. Ended the first set, and you see Rock there fired up. That was pretty nifty there by Arta, showing off some juggling skills. But back to the highlight. Low runner inside, scooped up there by Benetrix, and right into the 2-wall. It's so hard to, trying to figure out the netting there, make the catch, maybe think about the throw. Well, one to the inside here. Benetrix floats it up, just tipped. Take a look at that game day score. 2 points now for the Devils, and then you see that bottom row. Those are our season-long standings. The Devils can secure the playoff spot with a win tonight. So we'll see if they can do it. Again, as for the Chargers, got to get some points in a hurry. We talked about, sometimes it's a little misleading when you have so many game days up there, and there are standings. The Chargers with 3 game days left, more than any other team, but they got to convert these into points at some point. It's been really tough the last couple of months. Chargers only 1 win since about the middle of October. We'll see if they can turn it around. We got our winners joining us over in the cage. Benetrix and Rock completing their season with a record of 8-2. Rock.
Andrew, go easy. Rock let out a big yell. That scared the shit out of me. Okay.
How'd you feel about this full season, guys, first and foremost?
Well, at the beginning, we started off strong the first game day, and then we had a couple of falls. So I just wasn't listening and communicating with Max over here. And then everything just ended up coming along very nicely, like how the way he played during the world tournament.
Yeah. And Rock, a rare show of emotion for you after that first set. Stu was very curious about it and wanted to make sure.
No, I was scared.
At least I'm not doing what Bam Bam does. But I just they got ahead 4-1 and they were playing like lights out, and then Arta, I don't know what the heck came up with him. He's scooping great. Like he's playing first base over there, scooping up every freaking ball.
Arta played great. Yeah.
And Arta played outstanding. I mean, Jedin played well as well, but we were just able to take advantage, use this guy to take advantage of the little things here and there.
Awesome, guys. Well, great win, and now 2-0 lead for your Devils. Good luck the rest of the way. Thanks.
Hey, Devils.
You played great, Max.
Thank you, Benetrix. Again, we'll see Benetrix a little bit later. Rock, I think that's it for him today. But we got Division 4 doubles. You heard the whistle. We're just about ready to go. Iturbide and Bradley hope to get the Chargers back on track up against Nicholas and Kubala. Iturbide and Bradley 6-2 this season. Nicholas and Kubala 6-3. When they matched up earlier in the season, another win for the Devils. Nicholas and Kubala took it in straight sets. The Chargers need to flip a result here soon. Might this be the match? Iturbide and Bradley, there's the serve.
Fault, over serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. A good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Bradley with a fine catch, powerful forehand. Kubala reaches behind him to make the play. Bradley from the 11 line, powerfully on the left side. Backhand 2-all. Works.
Yeah.
First point of this set goes to Iturbide and Bradley of the Chargers.
Well, I got to get it going. No better team to send out than Iturbide and Bradley. One of the best records for the Chargers of any of their doubles teams. And, you got the great shot maker in Iturbide. Just got to turn it on in this match, and that's a great sign, regardless of the shot type, that he's just throwing something to get things started.
Bradley powerfully from the forehand. Stopped midcourt by Nicholas. Rebote. Saved by Iturbide. Nicholas will take that on the bounce. Kubala in the corner. Comes out on the left side. What a catch by Kubala on the bounce, deep in the backcourt. Iturbide now from the 9 line. Hard to the inside. Nicholas on the rebote. Iturbide has it. Cortada. Stopped by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Rebote forehand by Iturbide. Caught in the air by Kubala. Difficult save. Falls just short of the front wall. We're tied up 1-1 in the first set. Nicholas serves.
And this Nicholas and Kubala team just built to outcatch their opponents. I mean, two of the most consistent players in all of Battle Court. You got Nicholas, a true backcourter converted to front here. And then Kubala, I mean, in Division 5, how you say it doesn't get much more reliable than him in the backcourt. I mean, he and Cabrera on really another level compared to most others.
Bragwee powerfully from the forehand. Rebote shooting out. Nicholas makes the save. Iturbide has it on the Costado. Costado 2-all. Caught the pad. 2 points for Nicholas and Kubala of the Devils. Nicholas serves.
And another one of these teams for the Devils is just coming in playing their best highlight of the year. Nicholas and Kubala have won 3 out of their last 4, including a win over this Chargers team. I mean, just all positive signs for a team that could make a deep run into the playoffs. I mean, all these teams playing well towards the end of the season. The new players have seemed to figure it out. Just the perfect recipe.
Oh. Got dangerous real quick there in that corner. That's the second point for Iturbide and Bragwee. 2-2, Iturbide serves.
Well, it was just a little uncertain, and then he panicked a bit because he didn't know if Nicholas was going to be there for the rebote. So just kind of stuck the basket up at the last second and tipped it.
Kubala on the backhand. Bragwee from the 13 line on the right side. Powerfully caught by Kubala. Kubala, left side to the inside. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall, play to the outside. That lands out. Ooh. A third point for Nicholas and Kubala. Nicholas serves.
A deep breath by Kubala as he walks back to the inside of the court. Did exactly what you're supposed to. I mean, he's running with the ball. At the last moment, he notices he's getting kind of close, takes a peek, and pulled the cesta out of the way. Well done.
Sometimes you have the time to establish certainty. Sometimes you just go with the rhythm of it. And here's a catch by Iturbide, deep in the backcourt. Sends it to the inside. Kubala's there. Bragwee with that big right side. Here's a backhand by Kubala. In and out of the cesta. That one goes. A fourth point for Nicholas and Kubala of the Devils. Nicholas serves.
You know, overall, it's been a pretty solid season here for Bradley. You know, 6-2 in this division. He and Jedden have actually been playing pretty well in Division 6. A big improvement from what the Chargers saw last year. I mean, singles not his strength. He's 0-4 there. But, I mean, backcourt, he's been really reliable. He's got such great power that he can be consistent with his catching. He's a tough guy to play against. Always a matchup problem for anyone.
Tremendous catch by Kubala. Here's the forehand by Bragwee. Right up the middle, caught by Nicholas. Nicholas powerfully to the inside. Iturbide gets there. Backhand to the corner. What a catch by Kubala. Bragwee on the forehand over the top. Backhand by Bragwee. Caught in the air by Kubala. Rebote forehand saved by Iturbide. Nicholas is on it. Powerful backhand. Nicholas takes this on the right side from midcourt. The cortada stopped by Iturbide. Iturbide shoots the costado. Caught by Kubala on the forehand. Bragwee now. Big right side from the 12 line. High and hard to the front wall. Kubala is there. Beautiful catch by Kubala off the wall, deep in the backcourt. Clean miss, and a wonderful, what a save on the rebote by Kubala. Powerful forehand to the outside. Nicholas is running. That lands in perfect to score. Well played. 3 points for Iturbide and Bragley of the Chargers.
I'll tell you what, that's a really smart shot by Iturbide. He read the defense just perfectly here. He saw Nicholas moving up. He also saw Kubala moving up, which told him that if he can lift this over their heads, hit it off the back wall, and get it to open up, I don't think either really have a chance to be in position. And you see there's just, I mean, really nothing on that rebote, too.
Oh, perfectly placed.
Just a 1-point deficit.
Bragley powerfully from the forehand. A rebote. Forehand by Nicholas. Passes Iturbide, calls for the rebote, plays it inside for the big bounce. Kubala's there. Backhand from the 12. Rebote forehand. Caught by Iturbide. Iturbide on the backhand. Rebote by Iturbide. Nicholas stops it on the forehand. Off the bounce. Catch by Bragley deep in the backcourt. Powerful, powerful forehand. That touched the overhead screen coming off the front wall. That's a 5th point, possible set point for Nicholas and Kubala. That's how hard he threw it.
We always talk about it, when the ball's thrown from the right side, it just sometimes kicks up off the front wall. I mean, that's the way it's spinning. It'll kick up and just clipped a little bit of the screen. That's a pretty good call by the back judge.
Especially that hard.
Yeah.
Rebote save, low and inside. What a catch by Iturbide. Kubala to the inside. Bragley, fine catch, backhand. Kubala keeps it on the left side, backhand to the inside. Rebote by Iturbide. Kubala on the forehand from the 10. Beautiful catch by Iturbide. Powerful backhand. Bragley now from the 9 line. Rebote forehand. Kubala's there. Good catch. Powerful backhand. Bragley at the 13 line. Kubala to the inside. Catch at the sidewall by Iturbide. Beautifully made. Iturbide again, winding up. Scoop by Kubala. Backhand. High to the backcourt, and Bragley's there again. Kubala stops it in the air. Backhand. Bragley powerfully from the left side, right to the corner, out to the rebote. That one took off and hit the overhead screen. Such a well-played point by all 4 players. Iturbide and Bragley get the point and the serve.
A big point to keep him in the set, but also proves that, you know, they can win one of these long rallies. I mean, Bragley stepped up big time, makes a couple of clutch catches there deep in the backcourt.
Absolutely.
Iturbide doing his thing up in the front. But really the first time that we've seen, I mean, a lengthy rally go the way of the Chargers. And that's what you have to do to beat this team. Nicholas and Kubala don't give you anything easily, and now we're back in this set.
Here's a backhand by Kubala. Rebote forehand by Nicholas. Iturbide has it. Shoots the 2-wall back, caught the top of the pad. Point and set for Nicholas and Kubala. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out, play our next set.
Look, I mean, one that If it hits, that's going to open up wide and score, but just a game of inches, just a little bit too low there, and caught the top of the pad.
Oh, definitely the right choice as far as shots were concerned. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently playing our third of 6 scheduled matches on the game day between the Chargers and the Nicholases. We want the Nicholas? There's not a "the" in front of that, right? No, that was just now my brain misfiring. Putting two thoughts together. We're towards the end of the season.
Right.
All these game days are super important, especially today. Like, could you explain to me, a simple man, what is on the line in terms of wins and losses here for the Chargers and the Devils?
Well, tonight, if the Devils win tonight, they virtually wrap up a playoff spot. I mean, they would be so ahead on tiebreakers. We don't have to get into it, but if they win, they'll make the playoffs.
They'll make the playoffs, which is the top 4 Battle Court teams,
right,
correct?
The top 4 teams make it. The Chargers tonight, because they'll still have 2 game days left, I mean, in best case scenario, they can move up into 4th place right now at 6.5 points, and then there's still so much to be decided. We don't really know, but at this point, what I would advise teams is get as many points as you can. And then you look, if you win the game day, you don't have to worry about what's going to happen with any of the other 4 teams that aren't playing here tonight.
This may come as a shock.
Yeah, tell me.
In all the years I've been around Jai-Alai,
Yeah.
so now we're in 40 years, right? I've always made the same suggestion. Get as many points as you can.
just win, you know?
Yeah, no matter what format of Jai-Alai you're playing, just get the point. And how you do that? By catching and throwing, which is why, you know, whether or not the Devils can dance.
Right.
Hey, a whistle.
Well, it's good content, though, for sure.
Oh, no question about that. No, I watched it 3 or 4 times. But again, they didn't give Benny a 10. How seriously can you take it?
Well, we are ready to begin set 2 here. Iturbide and Bradley will have the serve.
We're ready to begin our second set. Iturbide has the serve for the Chargers.
Yeah, but really, there's so much still to be decided, Stu. I mean, you think we're in about the last, well, after tonight, there'll be 4 regular season game days left. You think you know a little bit more, but this is the closest year that's been. You can't eliminate any team. We know that the Cyclones are in the playoffs, but that's the only team that's punched their ticket so far. Set 2. There's the serve.
Robote left side. Comes to the forehand of Nicholas. Nicholas powerfully from the right side. Iturbide's there. Beautiful catch. Hard backhand follows. Here's Kubala from the 11 line. Bradley, difficult catch. Plays it off the backhand. Nicholas from the forehand. Low and hard and stopped by Iturbide. Rotate forehand, powerfully thrown, kicks up and hits the overhead screen. First point of the second set goes to Iturbide and Bradley of the Chargers.
Well, it's a forehand Robote, and Nicholas kind of off his footing there. He's trying to get it up so he doesn't feed Iturbide, and give him a good opportunity to score. But again, got to keep the overhead screen in mind, and just caught a piece there.
Here's the backhand by Kubala. Robote, left side, good save. Karam
Yeah, got it.
scores. 1-1. Nicholas serves.
Well, that Karam has been pretty reliable for Nicholas. The right side kill shot. Kicks it off the sidewall here, and he's got a little bit of time because Iturbide starts on the floor, so he knows he doesn't have to throw it perfectly, but that's pretty close to it. Ooh, what a forehand.
Oh, that ball came up on Kubala. He makes a great catch. Robote forehand, right to the corner. Coming in low, Iturbide makes the save. Nicholas cuts it off. There's the backhand. Bradley with a tip ball. 2 points for Nicholas and Kubala. Nicholas serves.
Iturbide's picked up the aggression to begin set 2. And apologizing to Bradley even after that miss. Feels like he set him up for and put him in a bad spot on that catch, but still, it all comes down to Iturbide's shot making. He's getting a few more opportunities here in set 2, or at least taking more control and just shooting him.
Kubala moves in and take that on the left side, puts it back to the corner. Well played, Iturbide. Beautiful throw, and Kubala's there. Here's a backhand. Robote coming out. Iturbide's on it. Bradley now from midcourt, deep in the backcourt. Hard throw. Stopped by Nicholas. Iturbide's calls for the Robote, makes the save. Nicholas has it, lines up, the 2-all, hits the pad. We're all tied up, 2-2. Iturbide has the serve.
I heard someone yell, "Don't rush it." I think that came from the Devils sideline, because that's exactly what it looked like on this shot. You know, he has a good opportunity. He's right in the middle of the court, but just trying to get it off quickly because he knows Iturbide's moving out that way, and if he doesn't throw a good one, it's going to be pretty tough to get back in it. Knots it up, 2-2.
Here's a catch by Iturbide, backhand. Kubala's there. Ball ruled to have been tipped in the backcourt. A 3rd point for Nicholas and Kubala. Nicholas serves.
Yeah, and that's just a tough break. I mean, it kicks to Bradley's forehand. It's not the easiest scoop in the world, but he's got no clue as to whether Iturbide is going to get back and potentially save the Robote. So he's got to go for it. Tips it. And now gives the lead right back to the Devils.
Iturbide picks the serve beautifully, drops it inside, it scores. Well done by Iturbide. That's a 3rd point. We're all tied up in the second set, 3-3. Nicholas serves.
Yeah, he committed to that one. I mean, that's pretty close to the side wall. Just plucked it right off. And then ends up dropping it in beautifully. I mean, Nicholas goes to the outside because, you know, he's got a vicious 2-all. Kubala starts pretty deep in the backcourt.
Cortada serve by Iturbide. Big backhand by Kubala. Bradley's there. Robote, left side. Kubala from the 11 line. Backhand. Powerful forehand by Bradley. Nicholas on the Robote. That falls just short. 4th point for Iturbide and Bradley. Iturbide serves for the Chargers. That ball was coming off the fast wall. It's the back wall. Quick.
It was, and it kind of forced that hooked Robote by Nicholas low. Ended up in the pad, and you know, the Chargers 2 straight. They're back in front.
Ball tipped by Nicholas at the side wall. That's a 5th point for Iturbide and Bradley of the Chargers. Possible set point. This would force a 3rd set.
Yeah, and these baskets, I mean, not very wide. I mean, these guys come up moving across the ball. But, I mean, they do it pretty effortlessly. That's not the easiest play in the world. And Nicholas, you just see a little bit off. Results in a miss.
There's a backhand by Kubala. Robote forehand by Iturbide. Nicholas is there. Backhand powerfully to the inside. Bradley with a fine catch. Good duck by Nicholas. Here's the backhand. Difficult catch made by Kubala. He stopped that well. Bradley on the catch. Here's the backhand by Kubala. Kubala to the inside. Iturbide's there. Rotate forehand. Catch by Nicholas. Nicholas back to the inside. Low and hard and Bragley with a fine catch. Kubala on the bounce. Backhand to the inside. Passing out to the rebote. Ichibide sends it up. Nicholas has it on the costado. What a catch by Bragley, stopping it at the back wall. Nicholas now from the forehand, mid-court. Passing. Rebote. Catch by Nicholas. Outside placement by Nicholas will score.
What a shot there.
It's a 4th point for Nicholas and Kubala. Still possible set point for Ichibide and Bragley.
Well, it's a perfect counter to an aggressive front quarter. You go with an outside placement. Again, his first step naturally is to the inside. Get him going the other way. Devils liking it. Keeps the set going.
Ball tipped down low. It is 5-5 in the second set. So still possible set point for the Chargers here, but possible match point for Nicholas and Kubala of the Devils.
And could end the mystery
Things change
right
pretty
here.
quick, huh? Powerful forehand by Bragley. That's a good catch by Kubala. Backhand to the inside. Ichibide on the run. Costado. Stopped by Kubala. Kubala over the head of Ichibide. Ichibide takes it down low. There's the backhand. Robote coming out. Robote dropping. Saved by Nicholas. Robote now to the 9 line. Played by Ichibide. Powerful throw to the inside. Caught by Bragley. Big backhand by Bragley is out to the Robote. Robote to the inside. Caught by Ichibide. Ichibide powerfully. And a beautiful catch by Kubala.
I mean, really all match. Kubala's been there for him.
Spotless. Kubala again. Backhand from the 12 line. Ichibide playing deep. Takes it at the 10. Robote powerfully thrown by Nicholas. Robote left side by Ichibide. Big bounce. Oh, that's stopped by Nicholas and a great catch. Powerful backhand comes out to the Robote. Ichibide is there. Sends it. Robote coming out. Nicholas on the run. Makes the save. Ichibide. Eyes on the ball. Dropped it on the backswing.
That's it.
Point, set, and match in straight sets to Nicholas and Kubala. Taking it 6-4, 6-5. Oh, my.
Oh, just a tough way to end it. And all smiles for the Devils. They get the tie already. Their 3rd win of the game day. We'll keep it with doubles here. Move down to Division 3. Zuleika and Arta will take on Benetrix and Benny up next.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Back with our winners. Another season for Nicholas and Kubala. This year, 7-3. Pretty good there. How would you assess your season, Kubala?
Assessment C, 70%. I would say we had a great season. I mean, I really love playing with Nicholas, so it's always a pleasure.
Yeah, and Benny was talking earlier about the momentum of these game days, and the Devils have won a couple matches before you guys got out there. How real is that? How much does that help you to get that win in the end?
It definitely helps a lot to put 2 up on the board before we go out there, and then it takes a lot of pressure off us.
Awesome, Kubala. Great season for you both. Already secured the tie. See what happens in these last 3 matches. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Go Devils.
And a win for the Devils, and they are moving on to the playoffs. So just need one of these next 3. Benetrix and Benny get a chance. They take on Zuleika and Arta, this Division 3 matchup. Zuleika and Arta 2-6 so far this season. Benetrix and Benny, though, are the strongest teams in Division 3 with that 7-2 record. No better team to send out for the Devils. This Benetrix and Benny team won 3 of their last 4 too, so trending in the right direction at the right time. But really, based on that record, they've been playing well from the start. Just a couple of last-second throws here before we begin our next match. Then after this, we have Division 5 singles, Bradley against Kubala, and then Division 1 doubles, Zuleika and Ubia against Echeberry and Nicholas. Those will be the final 2 matches. The Devils have won all 3 so far. And again, as we said for the Chargers, just so much highlight left for them that even with a loss tonight, we still got a lot to play for in terms of the tiebreaker, but they'll have plenty of time still. If they can win a few matches, they would certainly still jump ahead of the Fireballs, who only have 1 left, so a lot still to transpire in this year.
So the Chargers have 2 after today?
2 after today,
okay.
Yes, as do the Renegades and Warriors also. We are ready to begin. Match 4, Zuleika and Arta will have the serve. I was trying to pull up the schedule here, Stu. I think they play the Warriors, right? The Chargers and the Warriors play each other here down the stretch. So that's a critical game day for both.
Chargers, Warriors?
Yeah, that's coming up.
Remind me to wear a helmet that day.
We'll need this partition to extend a little further.
This partition is made of paper. It's not going to help. Believe me, it's not going to help us.
There's a serve by Zuleika. We begin our 4th match. Backhand. Floated to the inside. Zuleika comes back. Drops it at Benetrix's feet. But Benny makes the catch deep in the backcourt. Arta picks one off. Floats it inside. There's Benny. Benny runs around it from the middle of the court, sends it up high. Crossing, dropping the rebote. That's a little too high. That kicks up and out of play, giving Benetrix and Benny the first point of match 4.
Forehand gets away from Zuleika, kicks up into the overhead screen. 3 of the 4 players on the court, been out already. Zuleika, it's his first match of the day.
Here's Benetrix running cross court, pulls it in at the 9 line. Here's Arta. Benetrix sends it high. Rebote coming out. Zuleika controls this one, clears the screen, back to Benny. Then he puts it on the wall where it scores. 2 points and the serve.
Arta's catching in that second match was just so spot on. If he can bring some of that into this match, set Zuleika up to make some shots, they really have a chance.
Forehand stays low,
what
picked
a
off
catch.
the wall by Benetrix. Great grab. Arta sends this one high. No play for Benny. Rebote left side, turned inside along the wall. Arta's there. This one blasted again, takes Benny out of it. Rebote forehand now, dropping low. Zuleika able to cut this one off. Benny narrowly clears the screen. Rebote forehand from the 7 line, powered right back. There's Benny. Catch by Arta from the 10 line, puts it inside. Benetrix now goes up, fires it deep. Arta ducks out of the way. Zuleika lays up the rebote with a big bounce, scooped up high by Benny. Arta scrapes this one off the numbers, floats it back. Benetrix climbs the wall and comes down with the ball. Now Benny charging in down the inside, coming up the middle now. Rebote left side. Zuleika, right back to Benny. Zuleika into the costado, inside placement, clip the wall, takes Benny to the outside. Cortada, Zuleika right on it the whole way. Rebote forehand, Benetrix kicks it off the sidewall, Arta lines it up, backhand, stays low. Benetrix calls him off, coming back for the rebote. Drops it at Zulaika's feet, but he steps in front of it, takes a look. Shoots it high back into the corner. Benny out of the way again. Benetrix, tough save. Rips it off the wall at the 9. Plays it back on the numbers. Arta steps up. Benny goes high and deep. Rebote forehand for Zulaika. Powered inside. There's Benny. Scoop by Arta. Now Benetrix back of the 9 makes another great catch. Arta, that one's tipped. Ranging back overhead. 3 straight for the Devils here.
Been noticing this for a bit, but Benetrix has a way of making very complicated catches at the sidewall look easy.
Well, he's right up there with Manu. He makes a ton of difficult catches up there, not in the back court, this time up in the front court. Pulling balls off the wall.
He has since he first started playing Battle Court this season. There's nothing easy about it.
Oh, no, not at all. Arta handles this serve from the middle of the court, keeps that low runner. Benetrix just got out of the way. Benny sends it up high and deep. Rebote, that got the screen. 4 points. Devils lead 4-0.
There was a matrix-like move there by Benetrix.
Yeah, that backhand from Arta just died off the front wall.
Yeah, hard to know what happened there.
So like I thought about it, lets it pass. Here's Arta. Backhand kicks off the wall. Benetrix able to come cross court, bring it in. Here's Benny, up at the 11 line, sends it high. Arta watching it, Zulaika, rebote to the outside. That's a good one. First point for the Chargers here.
Outside placement of the forehand rebote. Beautifully executed by Zulaika. That's just spot on beautiful. Woof. Thrown quickly and with authority.
Low hard serve, but an under serve. First fault, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Benny handles it, puts the backhand low. Ooh, Zulaika goes up, makes a nice catch. The return clears. Benetrix on the rebote, turns it back over the top. Scoop by Zulaika. Faked the carom, dropped it inside. Benny just got there. Oh, but the backhand, that hit way deep in the backcourt. Still out of play. Second point for the Chargers.
Yeah, he threw the Benny made a great catch, but that backhand caught the overhead screen back here about the 11 or 12 line.
That serve backs Benny up. Arta from the 12 line, keeps it low. Benetrix able to make the play inside and sends it deep. Arta reaches up. Backhand from the 9 line, ripped off the sidewall. Beautiful catch, hard one coming in. There's Benny. Bote forehand. Lined up beautifully. Here's Benetrix. Keeps this one low. It's on the wall. Zulaika. Great play. Benny floats it up. Arta thought about it. Now Zulaika plays it back.
Tipped.
And the return is tipped. Just like that. It's a 1-point deficit. Zulaika and Arta have 3.
Is that Benny's first miss? Well, he hit the overhead screen, but I think he's caught everything else. If he did miss another one, I haven't noticed.
No, I mean,
he's been perfect.
From the first match, too.
No, that's what I'm saying. All day.
Benny back beyond the 13 line, secures the catch. Now Zulaika. Inside placement from the costado. Benny elects to run around it, digs out the rebote. Zulaika keeps the pressure on. Another one right at his feet, but he scoops it up. Arta delivers the backhand. There's Benny. Back it up, makes the catch off the sidewall. Arta now a little bit deeper at the 13. Drops it inside for Benetrix. Low bullet. Zulaika not going to get there. Neither is Arta. That's a 5th point for the Devils. Possible set point.
Zulaika was taking control for so many of those points. Then this one kind of knuckles. I mean, just Zulaika kind of calls for it, and it's not coming out.
Serve comes right up the middle. Arta blasts the backhand. Benetrix steps up, makes the play. Arta now from the 11, floats this one up high. Benny, it's in there with the forehand. Benny now deeper in the backcourt, sends it up. Arta plucks it off the wall. Now Benny, 12 line. Back inside, Arta again. Keeps this one low. Benetrix looking at it, but Benny makes the play. This one right on the wall, snatched up by Arta. Benny, same spot, puts it on the wall. Now Zulaika gets involved, cuts one off, sends it deep. Benny ducks out of the way late. Robote left side, turned above the pad. Gets Zulaika, nice catch there, crashing into the side wall. Right to Benny. Again, kicks it off the numbers. Arta steps away. Robote forehand.
Oh, tip.
Miss there. That's 4 points for the Charger. Still going here in set 1.
Again, Benny, for so many seasons, the beneficiary of Zulaika's serve, Zulaika's costado. So he's seen it. Now he's up against it.
Hard serve. Benny makes the catch off the side wall. He reaches up, stops this one at the 12. That one, boy, that narrowly clears. Narrowly did. Robote powerfully back over the top. There's Benny with the catch. Karam does an open. Zulaika takes a look. Shoots it to the inside.
Oh, my
look at
goodness.
crashing hard into the side wall, but makes a throw. It scores. Arta knots it up at 5. Great comeback by the Chargers. This is set point.
5-5 in the first set. And the thing that's unusual about that catch by Benetrix is you hit the wall that hard after catching the ball, it usually shakes loose in your cesta. He maintains control of the ball in the cesta.
What a big spot for the Chargers to come back and take this first set. They need it. Hard serve, but that is under. First fault, second serve coming up.
Zulaika almost caught that behind his back. As far as trick shots go, that would have been nifty.
Yeah. We've seen Arta do a little juggling earlier, so yeah.
Arta was juggling?
With his feet.
Oh.
Yeah.
With his what?
It's a soccer term.
Oh.
Here's Arta inside at the 11 line. The backhand stays low. Benetrix watching. Here's Benny. Fires it deep. That's coming way out. Zulaika tracks it down at the 6. Shoots it low. Scooped up by Benny. Now Arta moves in all the way up at the 10 line. Powerful backhand.
Oh, what a catch.
Heeled off the side wall. There's Benny. Robote forehand. Arta ducks. Zulaika in position, lays it up, drops it between the Devils. Ooh, Benny makes that catch back at the 13. Benetrix into the sidewall. Benny gets the throw off. Now Arta. Hard backhand, kicking up and out. Robote forehand off his footing. Comes into the backcourt. Arta lines it up. Keeps it low. There's Benny. Benetrix now at the 11. Benetrix comes cross court, makes the catch.
Knuckling.
Ooh, that was a floater, but Arta scooped it up. Benetrix turns it back over the top. Zuleika moves in. Costado inside. Benny caught it in the air. That's a great read. Hard backhand follows Robote. Forehand swept off the ground right to Benny.
Beautiful
Zuleika
catch.
makes the catch. 2-0.
Oh my. What a way to finish that first set. That was perfect.
First set goes to the Chargers. 6-5, 2 minutes. We'll play set 2.
So there you have the first set. Zuleika switches into another gear. Gets it to 5-5. Finishes it off with a Costado 2-all. Beautiful kill shot. That scores. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. Currently playing our 4th of 6 scheduled matches on the game day between the Chargers and the Devils. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking their breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. Focus on the Chargers. Chargers have played well all day today, but have not won a match yet. Zuleika with a beautiful kill shot there at the end of the set. See, of course, Jedin there. Benny spot on with his catching in that match. Rock, I think, trying to set a record for most waters carried. He's often doing things like that.
Zuleika certainly not the guy you want to see get hot if you're the Devils.
And he was very much hot at the end.
Yeah, I mean, just as great of an ending to the set as you could ask for. Picked it up, shot the 2-all. I mean, shooting one at 5-5 shows you got a lot of confidence. Let's see how this young Devils team responds. I mean, backed up here for the first time in what seems like a while. I mean, this team is coming in winning 4 of their last 5. And a tie today for the Devils would put them in a, really good spot to make the playoffs. It wouldn't secure a potential playoff spot just quite yet. But we'll check on that, though. There's a potential. We'll get the math right. Second set, though, that's about ready to begin. Benetrix and Benny have the serve. Here's a serve. Wow, Zuleika picked it up off the floor. What a way to begin set 2. Robote to the outside. That is out of play. Quick point up on the board for the Chargers.
I get what Benetrix was trying to do there. It was a good thought. And really opposed to just giving it back to the Chargers. Try to turn it into an outside placement. Just a really difficult position to do that from.
Robote forehand coming up the middle. Here's Benny backed up on the right side. Catch by Arta. Arta now from deep in the backcourt, keeps this one low. Benetrix moves in from the 7 line, shoots it hard. What a stop up overhead. Benny drops it between the Chargers. Robote forehand turned inside. Catch there by Benny. Again, Benetrix now off his footing, turns it. Arta takes him to the outside. High forehand up the middle, scoop by Benny. That's all he had. This one dropped inside. Benetrix, great foot speed, comes cross court, flicks the backhand up. Zuleika calls him off in position. There's a nice scoop up high by Benny.
Oh, Magic City bounce.
Yeah, Magic City bounce. And that'll get the Devils on the board. Their first point.
Yeah, it's equal for all teams and all players, but it's real unfortunate when it happens to you. You'll see here, yeah, the ball just hits one of those cracks in the sidewall. Not cracks, but the spots in between the panels and bites.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Ooh, that is an underserve, a double fault. That's going to be a second point for the Chargers. Wow.
Don't know that I've seen Ben.
No, I don't think so.
One doesn't come to memory.
Untimely here gives the lead back to the Chargers. Zulaika, one of the most powerful serves.
Oh, what a
Benetrick
catch.
Steps in front of it, floats it high. Passing into the corner, Zulaika turns the rebote. Catch by Benny. Arta now moves in from the 11 line, sends it up. Benny runs around it now from the 13 line, keeps it low. Zulaika watches it, goes into the corner. He fires the rebote back. Benny lines it up, back of the 12. Zulaika, long run, turns it up at the 4 line. Benny stepped up, caught it in the air. Low runner for Arta.
What a scoop!
Yeah, really was there, along the side wall. One kicks to Zulaika's right side, forehand off the wall. Beautiful grab there by Benetrix. Now Arta just beyond the 11 line to the inside. Benetrix shoots along to wall.
Wow.
That scores. 2-2, tied up.
It's not just the skills, it's the balls that it takes to throw it from there. I mean, my goodness. This is an aggressive play by Benetrix. Winds up with authority against Zulaika. Now imagine, throwing against Zulaika. Zulaika has that on the right side at the 6 line. On the, that's your lunch.
What a stop there, Zulaika. Pulls it off the numbers, back of the 9. Now Benetrix goes flying in the same spot. Makes the catch. Benetrix climbs the wall, comes down with it. This is dropping. Arta ducked out late. Zulaika dropped it inside. Benetrix climbs the wall again. This time comes down with the ball. Benny, good stop overhead. Lane clears, backhand goes through it. Rebote forehand. High off the front wall. Benny reaches, not going to get there. Benetrix just drops it overhead. Can't get a lot on it.
Oh, my.
But it's dropped on the costado of Zulaika. Gives the lead to the Devils, 3-2.
We saw it happen before with Iturbide. I don't know that I've ever seen Zulaika drop it on the backswing. That will typically only happen when you're taking a little bit more time than you might normally to see where your opponents are, to see where you're going to throw it. Drop shot to the inside, blast the 2-wall, straight to the inside. You have a couple choices there. That's really the only time that that'll happen.
Arta kicks the forehand off the wall. Benny lines it up, sends it high. Arta there, picks it off the wall.
Oh,
Benny
difficult
goes
catch.
flying back into the corner, comes out with it on the left side. Now Arta, middle of the court. Passing to the corner, Rebote left side, dropped at Zulaika's feet. Arta comes charging down the inside, rifles the backhand, comes shooting out. Benetrix goes to the floor to make a save. Splitter is out. 4 points for the Devils, Benetrix and Benny.
That line has just not been friendly to the Chargers. One landing out earlier, that one landing out as well.
Hard serve there, Arta. Great catch off the wall, Benetrix. That took him back to the 10 line. Rote forehand clears the screen. Benny blind catch overhead, sends it over Zulaika's head. That opens up. Arta just didn't get out to it. This has got a big bounce. Floating along the wall, Benny. Zuleika's rebote comes up the middle. Benny makes the catch on the left side. Little runner. Zuleika. Wow, that came up on him quick. He drops it inside. Now Benny goes up.
Tough one. What a catch.
Arta stepped up there, caught in the air. Rebote forehand, kicking up and out. Penetrates from the 8 line, drops it at Zuleika's feet. He scoops it into the 2 wall.
Beautiful.
That score.
Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful.
3 points now for the Chargers.
Zuleika with control, executed that perfectly.
Yeah, he's been playing really well today. When he's got that 2 wall working, he's just a different player.
No question about it. And here, yeah. Really well done.
Oh, that comes up and on Benetrix. 2 wall follows.
Oh, Zuleika was ready for it.
Carambola.
He got it in his cesta? Was that in his cesta? For at least a second? Oh, man. That was? No, this is the play.
I think it was still. I mean, it kind of stuck in the basket there.
Oh, my goodness.
That would have been, I mean, it was incredible, and it was a miss. Imagine if he would have made it.
Wow.
But 4-4, ties it up. Benny gets in there before it crosses, sends it up high. Just comes shooting off the back wall, turned by Zuleika. Benny right there makes the catch. That scores, perfect return there, makes it 5 points possible. Set point.
Did I hear Jedden? How do I hear Jedden? He's not on the court.
I heard a yell from someone that wasn't playing.
Yeah, it wasn't said in either of those voices out there.
Arta stops this one on the left side. Oh, but the backhand. Wow, that narrowly cleared. Rebote thrown wall to wall. Zuleika just hit it out there. But Benny now from the middle of the court. This one drops in. Arta steps up, makes the catch, rifles it back. Now Benny. Arta picks it up at the 10 line, sends it up high. Now Benny runs around it. Backhand 2-wall is too low. We've got a third set coming up in just 2 minutes. Benetrix and Benny win it 6-4. Well, went for it there in the end. The backhand 2-wall coming up into the pad and forces a third set today. Well, I think for the first time today, as I meant to say.
So back to Arta was juggling.
Yes. With his feet, like if you're kicking it up in the air to yourself like that, that would be constituted as juggling, like a soccer ball. But he did it with the highlight ball.
With the highlight ball, okay. I've often referred to some of the stuff we've seen here. Oh, there we go, okay.
Yeah, this was earlier. See?
There are folks far, far away from where we're sitting who basically pick up on what we talk about and make things appear on the screen for everyone. Isn't that wonderful?
They're always listening, Stu.
Well, we're used to that. You know, I traveled recently, and they said, just look into the camera. I was like, wow. Don't you want my ID? There's no need, sir. It's like,
Well, both these teams have been working hard here. You see 3 in the win column for the Devils in the game day.
I don't know how that guy does some of the stuff he does. Like how he got that ball into his cesta that was about to hit him in the thigh or the knee or the...
Yeah, I mean, depending on how the season ends, you can argue one of the best, first years of anyone with Benetrix.
The quickest adjustment of anyone. There's no question about. He was on during his first week. And also tying shoes and checking the time. Now, I want to see, that's a double tie. You see, that's what we've been talking about.
Yeah, you can't go single knot out there at this pace. It'd come undone.
We're going to see this again. All right. So that's in his cesta. Look at that, trying to get it off without holding in one fluid motion. Wow.
And you saw the smile as he almost made the catch. It was
Cirque de Jai-Alai.
Yeah,
I mean, I've said that for years. I mean, we've seen some stuff here that borders the line between Cirque du Soleil and Jai-Alai. It's basically Cirque de Jai-Alai.
Yeah, well, I've been doing a little bit of math here, Stu. So if this game day ends in a tie, which means the Chargers win this set and then they win the next 2 matches, the Devils would be at 8 points. It would virtually clinch a playoff spot. The Chargers would have an opportunity to match them at 8 points, but the Chargers would need to win like almost all of their remaining matches across their next 2 game days, which is that's tough to expect.
Tall order.
Yeah. So either way, I mean, the Devils in pretty good position now, but they're focused on this match and getting the win and
focus on this
ending
set.
all the mystery. We are ready to begin our 3rd and final set. Zuleika and Arta will serve. Zuleika serves. Our 3rd set is underway. With a backhand hard to the inside, caught low there by Arta. Both players calling for it. Benetrix steps in front, saves the rebote. That ball knuckling Zuleika. Rebote sent high to the outside, clears the screen. Benetrix powers it at Arta's feet. It scores. First point of our final set goes to Devils, Benetrix and Benny.
Saw the look of concentration on Benetrix's face following the rebote all the way out. Laser-like focus on that ball.
Low runner to the inside, scooped up by Benny. Back it up into the corner. Here's Arta now, up at the 10 line, backhand stays low. Benetrix, good body control, make the catch.
Tough catch.
Arta plucked that one off the wall, comes in low, right to Benetrix. Benny now. 13 line, that kicks up and out. Rebote forehand, shot low and hard, scooped up by Benny. Backhand, tough one for Arta, running out of real estate. Wow, he picked that one up basically on the back wall. Bullet again, dropping low. Zuleika turns it. Benny lines it up as it crossed back to the 11. Arta reaches in. Backhand. Now Benny from the 12 line. Benetrix now from the 9. Sends it up. Oh, Zuleika, great stop. 2-wall follows. It lands in. And it scores. That ties it up. 1-1.
It's like it doesn't throw him often, but when he has the opportunity, beautifully executed. Hands up for Benetrix. And a salute. He knows that was well thrown.
And he lines it up. Sends it back inside for Arta. He reaches up. That's a tough one. Wow, Arta reaches up, just stops it right on the numbers. Benny made the catch low, back at the 12 line. Arta steps up. Benetrix watching it. Benny, oh, that came up on him quick. Just gets enough on it. Zuleika to the inside. What a scoop by Benny. Now Arta has some space, tries to find it inside. Benny ducks. That dropped into the chula,
wow.
But he dug it out.
What a save.
Zuleika attack high to the outside. It'll land in. Benetrix.
What a save.
Wow, what a save up overhead. Another chance for Zuleika, this time inside where it scores.
Boy, do they have to work for that.
Yeah, they're second. Chargers lead.
I mean, the Chargers really had to work for that. I mean, 2 phenomenal defensive plays here. 2 absolutely phenomenal defensive plays here. Wow.
Bullet of a serve crossing the wall. Benny backs up, makes the stop. Benny now back beyond the 13, sends it up. Arta makes the catch in the middle of the court. This one passes to the inside. Powerful rebote by Jai-Alai. Benny backs up, makes the catch overhead. Catch in the middle of the court. There's Benetrix. Low runner inside. Arta makes the play. Backhand. Tries to get it between them, but Benny steps up. Long rebote tracked down at the 5 line. Shot inside. Benny gets out there alone for this rebote. Takes Arta to the outside of the court. That one crosses the wall. Benny has to play it up high. That clears. Jai-Alai takes a look, scans the defense, shoots it low, and he's not going to save that one. Lead opens to 2 for the Chargers. 3-1 in our third and final set.
We've seen that bullet coming in low and hard a couple times from a couple different players. Against Manny, I'm thinking in particular. And there's a desire to take it off of the rebote, but you really got to go for the ankle biter and just scoop it, try to make the low catch, though it's coming so fast because when it comes off, when it comes off the back wall, there's really no play on it.
Hard serve came up and in on Benny. Somehow made that catch. Arta from the inside. Keeps this one low. Benetrix cuts it off. Shoots along 2 wall. That scores. Great shot by Benetrix. That's 2 for the Devils.
Yeah, one in the previous set as well. Again, if you feel it, go for it. About the same spot, if I'm not mistaken.
Jai-Alai went for that serve, clean miss. Arta rather. On the backhand, Benetrix comes flying in. That one caught the corner. Arta steps up. 11 line to the inside. Big bounce kicking way up. Benny controls it. Long rebote. That's on the wall. Benetrix turns it, dropping Arta. Lines it up. Backhand. Floated up, there's Benny. Powerful forehand rebote stopped along the wall. That opens to the outside. Jai-Alai running with it. He gets out there, drops it up along the wall. Benny goes up with it to make that catch. Another rebote. High to the inside. Big bounce, scooped up at the 10 line. Three-wall play. Jai-Alai has to come back, sends it up high. Big
what
bounce.
A bounce, what a catch.
Yeah, it really was. Arta keeps this one a little bit lower. Benny now, 10 line. Low backhand, stopped on the sidewall. This one's deep. Benetrix still going up at the 5 line. Turns it low and hard. Scoop by Arta. Benny, catch made in front of his face. Forehand. Coming back, there's Arta again. This one dropping inside. Benny late to get out to it. Benetrix floats it up. Placement up the middle. Benny scoops it right up again. Backhand stopped by Benny. Forehand. Kicks off the wall. That really opens. Arta's got to go to the floor. He saves it. Benny retreats. Stops at the 13 line. Makes the catch. Benny reaches way up again. Backhand stays low. On the wall, Arta picks it up off the floor. And it scores. 4 points.
These points are so hard fought. And Arta, this is a quick equipment. Not even a repair. See Arta tying back into his cesta.
It gives him a second to breathe, too, after a point like that.
Yeah, no, absolutely. The pace of play has been phenomenal. Really all match long.
Arta up at the 10. Tries to pass Benny. No, he steps back in the corner, makes the catch. And now same spot, a little bit deeper in the backcourt. Floats it up, Arta. Great control up high, but it was juggled. Juggling the call. That's a 3rd point for the Devils. Yeah. Not happy about that one, but
No, definitely not.
nor would I. Late in this 3rd set, big call.
Oh,
But Zuleika steps in front of the serve, shoots a forehand. Benny, what a great stop in that corner. Volte left side, Benetrix goes down to the ground, scoop, clean miss, but it's tipped in the corner. 4-4 is the score. Benetrix and Benny serve.
Chargers seem to have total dominance over this set. Then a juggle, wonky bounce. We're at 4-4.
Serve takes Arta to the outside, and it's missed. 5 points possible. Set point here, possible match point for the Devils.
It wasn't just a miss by Arta. That was a particularly good serve by Benetrix, crossing the wall. Let's see if Zuleika would pick a serve with so much on the line. Not that one.
Arta handles that serve, keeps it low.
Oh,
Benny
what
at
a
the
scoop.
last second decided to scoop it up. Now Arta keeps this one low. Benny makes a stop. Well, that comes shooting out. Tough Rabote. Zuleika kept it going. But Benetrix looking to end it here. Keeps it low. Hard to the inside. He does. Point, set, and match. Benetrix and Benny take it in 3 sets. Win the final one 6-4. What a match that was. Just 2 shy of the maximum. 31 of a possible 33 points. And the Devils keep the sweep going. 4 wins so far on the game day. Our 1 singles match up next. Bradley goes up against Kubawa. Let's take a look at some replays here from an epic 4th match right there. Yeah, that's how it started for the Chargers. A little miscommunication. Drops between them. Got the Devils on the board early, but Chargers would come back in that 1st set. Shot there, scoring to the outside. Backhand floated up. Benny, yeah, I mean, he's right there waiting if it just kind of dies, and it did. Forehand to the outside here. Look at Benetrix. I mean, knows exactly where to be. Turns it overhead. This was a crazy point. Zuleika's got it inside. Right to Benny, but it scores. And this long 2-wall, what a shot that was.
It worked for him the 2 times he went for it. Scored well.
Yeah, scoop there by Benny, running out of space. And this forehand pumped to the inside, stayed low, and that'll end it.
That was such a hard-fought, such a hard-fought match, all 3 sets.
Yep, I mean, 6-4 in a 3rd set. I mean, hard fought the entire way, but the Devils get the win, and Benny goes up there. 8-2 this year for the youngest team in all Battle Court. There's our season-long standing. So, with that win, the Devils are going to move up to 8.5 points. Remember, this is their final game day of the season. So the Devils are going to be in second place after tonight and locked into the playoffs. The Cyclones still have one game day left and try to wrap up that #1 seed. We've got our winners over in the cage, Benetrix and Benny. After a great season, guys, 8-2 playing together for the first time. Benny, what has it been like getting to know Benetrix throughout this season as a partner?
Yeah, I mean, it's been great playing with Benetrix. You know, now later in the season, he's more comfortable throwing shots. He threw a couple 2-walls today, and, you know, I feel really good playing with him. Yeah,
and that matchup in the front court, obviously a big one there. Once Zuleika got going, how were you able to slow him down in the last 2 sets of that match?
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to slow Zuleika down when he's on. You know, he threw a lot of good 2-walls, and his forehand rebote was really good today. But, you know, you just have to fight, and we got a little lucky at the end there, and, you know, we came out the win. So.
I just have to ask, Max, that one that you caught between your legs, that you didn't get the throw off, but you made the catch, did you see it?
I see Juice make that one. So I try my best to make like him, but it doesn't work.
That's that's a good rule of thumb here. Play like Joseph, and you may have a chance. Okay.
Maybe next time.
All right,
well,
better luck next time. You played great, Max. You played great.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
And you secured the win for your side. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Still 2 matches left, though. 1 singles, 1 doubles. Singles here, Bradley and Kubala go at it in Division 5. Bradley 0-4 this season in singles. Kubala's had a pretty strong year. He's 3-1. Totally different styles here with these two. Bradley all power, Kubala more about the catching. Let's see what they got here. Bradley will have the serve in match 5.
Bradley serves. Our next match has begun with an overserve. Fault. Second serve must be good. Second serve is good. Here's Kubala on the backhand. Tip ball. First point of this match goes to Kubala of the Devils.
Well, Kubala caught just so well in his first match. I mean, Bradley knows that he's going to have to really mix it up and use all of his power to move him around the court.
Powerful forehand by Bradley. Passes. Kubala on the rebote. Light touch. It lands in and scores. 2 points for Kubala of the Devils. He serves.
Well, light touch working right there. Really no chance for Bradley. I mean, you can try to move up on it, but that's just a good break for Kubala. A couple of them so far for the Devils today. Chargers still, I mean, a couple game days left. They got to worry about that tiebreaker, so every win matters.
Powerful backhand by Bradley. Rebote, right up the middle by Kubala. Bradley's there. Karam. Kubala to the outside. Plays this one low, crossing the wall. Bradley from the backhand. To the outside. Kubala goes to the floor to make the save. Light touch.
Yep.
Drop shot by Bradley scores. It's a point for Bradley and the Chargers. He serves.
Well, that's really been his go-to shot in singles because he has so much power. The natural instinct for his opponent is to always be backing up and try to make those catches a little bit easier. So you get him on the back foot, cut off the swing, kick it off the side wall. Perfect drop shot gets him on the board.
Here's the backhand by Kubala. Rebote forehand saved by Bradley at the side wall. Kubala's there, winding up. Back to the inside. Red and returned by Bragley. Forehand rebote saved by Kubala. Well played. What a catch by Bragley on the wall. And the carom stopped by Kubala and a great effort. Kubala makes another one.
Oh, he's got to move
Light
up.
touch. Bragley's there up at the 4 line. Powerful forehand will score. Well played by both players. Second point for Bragley. We're all tied up 2-2.
You love Kubala's attitude. I mean,
Going out there
never
to
dead.
stop. Yeah.
I mean, he is
never
always
say die.
fighting out there on the court. I mean, what he lacks in power, he just makes up for with his heart. You know, he's always hustling to the ball. He's always making saves, willing to put his body on the line. But Bradley, able to convert again, ties it up after a slow start.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Here's the backhand by Kubala. It passes. Robote at the sidewall. Saved by Bragley. Karam with a light touch. Bragley has it on the outside. A light touch on the return. Drop shot scores for Bragley.
Well, again, that's just perfect because you see here in the replay, I mean, once he stops this 2-wall, Kubala's thinking about backing up. Think about Bradley blasting the forehand, but no, I mean, he's stuck back at about the 10 line, and that ball hits, it's dead.
No, very well done. Here's the backhand by Kubala to the inside. A Robote forehand by Bragley. Up high. Kubala makes a stop at the 8 line. Robote left side to the outside by Bragley. Beautiful catch by Bragley at the side wall. 2-all. Falls short. A 4th point for Bragley, the Chargers. He serves.
Bradley's picked it up here. I mean, his catching phenomenal. That one kicked way up along the side wall, and he was right there. I mean, when Bradley's making tough catches like that, I mean, in this level, he's really tough to beat. He's unmatched athleticism, unmatched power, and such a tough matchup.
There's a backhand by Kubala. Robote. Robote forehand. Kubala from the right side. Scoop attempt missed. Kubala has 3 for the Devils. He serves.
I'm surprised. I mean, he shot that one a little bit early on, considering he's built up the lead. Kubala just makes him pay. Perfectly placed forehand. Not hard, but perfectly thrown. Crossing right at his feet. Sneaks it by for the 3rd point.
The ace will score. 4-4 is the score. Kubala serves.
Wow. And then he gets a serve there, kind of a floater crossing. Missed one in that earlier match, did Bradley. Now Kubala knots it up, right back in it.
Powerful forehand by Bragley. Will score. Possible set point for Bragley of the Chargers. He serves.
Well, perfect counter to just get one back. I mean, keeps it low, doesn't mess around, and give Kubala a chance on the rebote, force him to make a difficult catch coming right at him. And forces the miss.
Fault, over serve, second serve, must be good. Here's the backhand by Kubala. That clears the overhead screen. Robote coming to the inside. Scoop by Kubala. Hard throw. Scoop by Bragli. Backhand. Robote saved by Kubala. Bragli has it at the 7 line. A powerful throw coming in. Kubala made the save. Here is Bragli. Drop shot. Kubala takes off. He will not make the play. Point and set for Bragli of the Chargers. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Player next set.
Another drop shot there, scoring for the win. Bradley closes it out 6-4 and takes the opening set. Yeah, really a great matchup for Bradley here. You know, could just overwhelm Kubala at times with that power. I mean, as he can with almost anybody. Catching a little consistent there. And that's all it takes. 6-4 in that first set. And game day, though, again, you got to keep that in mind. All Devils so far, they have already secured the win. Looking ahead for the Chargers this season, and they will still have 2 game days left, one of which will be played against the Warriors. The other one, I believe, is against the Cyclones. So that's a little bit of a tougher matchup there, but at that point, the Cyclones, you know, they may have everything all wrapped up. But that game day against the Warriors, you know, regardless of how this is going to go, the Chargers still are going to have that. They're still going to have that as their main focus, and still plenty of time to get back and make the playoffs.
Did you say that the Cyclones are offering a wrapping service this year? I wasn't paying attention,
Could have
sorry.
wrapped it up.
Ah, oh,
Yeah.
the getting into the...
Yes, the
Got it.
top,
Thank
top
you.
finish in the regular season.
I was thinking of a place to have my...
Well, it's that time of year, Stu.
Exactly.
You know,
And I have my gift for you. I want to make sure it's properly wrapped so it sticks out under your tree.
That's exciting. I'm looking forward to that.
You should.
Maybe we'll exchange on the last day.
Or we could wait till the holiday.
Yeah, well, the last day of the season. That'd be closer to the holidays, depending on which holiday. Yeah.
That's a
Thanksgiving.
That's a
it could
good
be,
point.
you know, it
No, I think
depends,
we'll just
Stu.
turn the end of Battle Court into a holiday.
It will be here.
No, there'll be champagne all over the court, that's for sure. And you.
Yeah, I always have to break out a new pair of shoes. I mean, they just get to.
I don't know.
That reminds me. Send me a text last night. Wear an old pair of shoes.
And a raincoat.
Yeah. Players making their way out to begin set number 2 here. Kubala will have that serve. Drop the first set. Bradley looking to get his team on the board with the first win.
You're ready to begin our second set. Kubala has the serve. And I do appreciate you taking that bullet for me every end of the season. I don't know that I have the same tolerance for having alcohol poured over me.
It's not too bad.
Here's the serve by Kubala. We begin. Backhand by Kubala passes. Rotate forehand by Bragli. Rotate saved by Kubala. Heaps ball in play. First point, the second set goes for Bragli. The Chargers, he serves.
Well, Bradley's just been tactically playing this match perfectly. You know, he waited that time. He saw where Kubala was positioned. He wasn't backing up, so he fired this one a little bit harder. Came right at him and beat him to the inside. Perfect shot. Perfect counter and gets him on the board here first to begin set number 2.
Beautiful serve by Bragley is an ace. 2 points for Bragley. He serves.
He got it to cross the sidewall pretty deep. Impressive to get the ace on Kubala.
Robote left side, blind, landing in. Kubala got to it, throws a carom. That lands into score. Kubala has a point and the serve.
Well, again, you love this effort. Bradley hooks it to the outside here, goes down to the floor. Kubala, I mean, he's just on a full sprint. Narrowly got out to it, and then it looked like kind of a Magic City bounce there, opened it up a little more than it should have. And they'll take it.
Here's Bragley from the forehand, powerfully thrown to the inside. Robote, left side save. It's a 2-all with a soft touch.
Ooh,
landing in and scoring for Kubala. We're tied up at 2-2 in the second set. Kubala serves.
And this is just a Kubala special. It goes down to the ground, turns it into a shot with the Robote. Big bounce. You see, I mean, a couple inches inside the boundary there.
Very well done. Robote forehand. Robote left side to the outside. Oh, what a catch by Bragley. Keeps that cesta in constant motion. That ball will hit the overhead screen, though. That's out of play. It's a 3rd point for Kubala.
Just clipping a piece of that overhead screen there. You know, look, Bradley's going to do the same as Kubala. You love that effort. Kind of wonky form at times, but all he can do to get the ball up, but just clipped a piece.
Here's a catch by Bragley. Powerful forehand to the inside. Scoop attempt miss. Robote.
What?
That's in play.
Oh, it's floating.
Major floater. Bragley makes a great catch, sends it back to the inside. Kubala from the 11 line.
Oh,
ball is tipped. 4th point for Kubala of the Devils. Kubala serves.
Just a perfect throw of how many surfaces it touches late. It hits off the floor, kicks up to the side wall. Everything working out for Kubala there. Clean miss here, and look at this save. Sent up high, just did clear. And this one was floating right on the wall. Helps with that height. He got there just before it dropped a little closer.
Backhand by Bragley. Robote forehand. Kubala. Robote save. Here's Bragley. Powerful. And scoring from the forehand. 3 points for Bragley of Chargers. Bragley serves.
Kubala disappointed in himself with the decision making.
But I thought he asked for a V8. Literally, I thought I heard him say something that can't be repeated, but then a V8 afterwards. Like I want
He could have.
I want an effing V8 is what I thought that I heard. Did you hear that?
I heard something along those lines.
Okay.
But
Do they still make V8?
I think they do, but not my cup of tea. We're hearing they do.
Robote forehand. This one caught by Kubala. Carom by Kubala. Opens and scores. That's a 5th point for Kubala. Possible set point.
Oh, it's thrown so well. Again, not particularly hard, but look at this. Gets it to open up. It's moving away from Bradley and in the net as he's making his way out there. Chance to force the third set right here.
Rotate forehand, high to the front wall. Bragley's there. Backhand from the 8 line. Ooh. 4 points for Bragley and the Chargers. He serves.
Just rare, I mean, swing and a miss on that. Rebote Kubala's been sound all season.
Absolutely.
And you get a player on the move, you're going to see that a little bit more often, but rare for him.
Powerful serve by Bragley is caught and returned by Kubala. Bragley on the rebote. Catch. Back to the inside. This one goes. Bragley's there. Hard throw. Kubala digs out the rebote. Stays inside. Big bounce brought down by Bragley. Rebote by Kubala to the inside. Bragley's there again. Backhand from the 8. Caught in the air on the forehand by Kubala. Kubala to the inside. Light touch on the rebote. Kubala gets there. Hard throw to the inside. Scoop by Bragley. Light touch. Oh, caught on the forehand of Kubala. He puts it back to the inside where it scores.
Third set.
Point and set to Kubala of the Devils. Third set coming up, 2 minutes.
Well, we got a third set coming up here, back and forth match. Bradley takes the first 6-4. Kubala responds 6-4 in set 2. You see Art over there talking with Bradley alone in the Charger side of the cage. I like to see that. Art seems to be talking through some pretty good stuff there with Bradley. And then over here to the Devils side, there's Kubala not sitting. No, he's standing up there. Nicholas sitting down, consoled by Benetrix. Nicholas and Etcheberry coming up. They'll take on Zuleika and Ubia. That will be our final match of the game day up next. One that, again, you see the score. The Devils have already won, so they'll pick up a full point. They've secured a playoff spot with that point. Just a matter of seeding. And they're just going to wait. They've posted their number, which is going to be 8.5 points on the year. After tonight, will be 2 game days left for the Renegades, Warriors, and Chargers. 1 game day for the Fireballs and the Cyclones. The eyes have been high on the Devils' side of the cage for the last month. I mean, they've picked up, if you look at the stats here, since October 17th, that was their 8th game day of the year. They've picked up, so that would be 6.5 of their 8.5 points. I mean, it's over just the last month of the year.
Is that Pitbull?
Yes, Pitbull.
Oh.
Is Rock helping?
I'm not sure.
He's usually helpful.
Usually. We'll go with yes. We'll err on the side of yes. And over here, Bradley just taking some time to himself, tying back in. He's got a big third set coming up here, looking for his first singles win of the season.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin our third and decisive set for this match. Bragley will have the serve for the Chargers. Brackley serves, we begin. There's the backhand by Kubala. Passes and scores. First point of the third set goes to Kubala. The Devils, he serves.
He committed. I mean, he was ranging back for it, reaching overhead, and with that length and reach, he can do that and get away with it. That one just a little bit too strong.
That ball is in and out of the cesta of Brackley off the serve. 2 points for Kubala.
Just a great serve again. I mean, not thrown hard, but perfectly placed right on the wall. And it's exactly where you want to put him.
Brackley, powerful forehand from the backcourt. Kubala's there. Bote forehand. Kubala to the inside. A third point for Kubala of the Devils. He serves.
All the momentum back on the side of Kubala right here. 3 straight points to begin set 3, and the rebote not the strength of Bradley's game, trying to sweep that one off the ground and just couldn't time it up right.
What kind of gum do you think he's chewing?
Bradley?
Yeah.
I think it's a mint gum. His breath usually smells good.
2-all will score. 4 points for Kubala. And the Devils, he serves.
And waste no time. I mean, shooting a shot off the rebote, their opponent not necessarily expecting it, and certainly not based on what we've seen through the first 2 sets. Hasn't been very aggressive on the offensive side of it for either player. Mixes one in late, scores easily.
Brackley powerfully. Rotate forehand by Kubala. Brackley moves in. Forehand from the 7 line. 2 pass, wall to wall. Rotate forehand to the inside. Taken on the bounce by Brackley. Carom by Brackley. Lands in and scores. Brackley on the board with a point here in the third set. And the serve.
Well, just what I was saying, there wasn't a lot of offense. I mean, we get another Carom. Forehand kill shot here. Bradley has him to the inside. Kubala's running the opposite way. Just kicks it off the side wall. Gets one on the board.
Fault over serve. Second serve must land between the 4 and 7 line. Here's the backhand by Kubala. Rotate forehand, well saved by Brackley. Kubala moves in. Forehand to the inside. That ball hit the overhead screen just over the 11 line. That's a 5th point for Kubala. Possible set, possible match point.
Yeah, just clipped a piece late. I mean, that was deep in the backcourt again. Again, any part is out. Gives Kubala a chance here to close out the match. Would be the 5th straight win of the day for his Devils team. It's a great way to finish up the regular season. Give him a lot of confidence here as they move towards the playoffs. Let's drop it.
Bradley makes a fine catch, keeps the return low. Kubala gets there. Here's the backhand. Wall to wall from the left side. Rotate forehand. Kubala with the catch at the 8. Backhand. That ball lands out. Point set and match in the third set for Kubala, winning at 6-1.
And the patented kiss of the highlight tattoo after the win. Kubala keeps it rolling for the Devils. 5 wins in a row on the game day. And there's Rock fired up for him as he makes his way off the court. 1 match left, Division I doubles. Zuleika and Ubia take on Etcheberry and Nicholas.
Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. So Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
So Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one.
Back over with our winner, Kubala, and I think Rock also lurking in the background somewhere. Kubala, congratulations. What a great singles season for you, finishing up with a record of 4-1. How do you feel about the way this season went for you?
I feel pretty good about it. You know, this was definitely a tough match, and I was pretty tired going into it. But the overall season has been fantastic, and wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you about that matchup. Bradley, obviously a difficult guy to play against. What type of challenges does he present to you?
I mean, so I play against him in, I think, both doubles teams and singles. So, and he's just got such a monster right side that I started to get used to catching some of them. And everything else just goes to Robote out here.
Awesome, Kubala. Great season for you in both singles and doubles, and a good win to close it out. Thank you.
Thanks, guys. Go Devils, baby.
See if they can complete what would be the first game day sweep of the season, Stu. Haven't seen one yet, but the Devils with a chance here with Etcheberry and Nicholas against Zuleika and Ubia. So, Zuleika and Ubia just 1-7 this season. Etcheberry and Nicholas, they're 2-7, coming off of one of their 2 wins. But when these two matched up earlier in the year, Zuleika and Ubia, that was their only win. So it was in straight sets, but at that time it was a totally different Devils team, particularly up there in the front court with Etcheberry. We talked about it early, but he has just turned it around.
I think I asked you about a sweep at one time.
Yes.
Sweeping a game day, didn't I?
Yeah, I know. We haven't seen one. I mean, we haven't seen one this season yet.
Yes, no, I remember being dismissed.
Did.
I remember being dismissive
Who would
response.
ask such a question?
Exactly. That was something along those lines. Like, my goodness, you've been around Highlight this long and Battle Court, and you would ask a question like that. You just seemed so disappointed in the question that I think
that you just didn't even.
Yeah, I just gave up on a follow-up here.
It's possible. And game day decided, but the Chargers still playing for the tiebreaker because they got a couple game days left after tonight. This will be the final regular season match for the Devils. Well, victory lap here for Etcheberry Nicholas. See what they can do. And of course, the Devils cannot finish any higher than the Cyclone. So best case scenario is the Devils will finish as the number 2 seed. Of course, top 4 teams will make the playoffs. Nicholas hands the ball over to Zuleika. We are ready to begin our final match. Zuleika serves. We begin match number 6. That one kind of died off the front wall. 2-wall by Zuleika. That's in, and it scores. Waste no time there. Chargers on the board first.
Well, yeah. I mean, based on how the game day has gone, with some tremendous play by the Chargers. I mean, you can't say that, you know, yes, they have not won a match, but it's been based on bad play. Devils has just been dominant. Why not go to the shot immediately?
Ubia back of the 12, sends it up high. Nicholas, same spot. Zuleika lets it pass, back to Ubia. Nicholas lines it up as it crosses the sidewall late. Then Zulaika goes up from the 8. Sends it high. Nicholas waiting for it deep in the corner. One's coming out. Zulaika or Bote, a little too high, and that kicked up and out of play. We're tied 1-1.
Threw that with tremendous power. I mean, just a lot of power behind that forehand.
Ubia lifts it overhead. Robote left side, turned high to the inside, clears the screen, picked off the wall. One right on the numbers. Echeverry goes down. Ubia picks it up at the 10. Low bullet inside. There's Nicholas. Catch by Ubia back beyond the 13. Sends it up high. Nicholas takes another stop. As we like it, powerful backhand. Echeverry waiting for it up at the 7 line. Drops it inside. Ubia takes it in off the side wall. Now Nicholas steps up, makes the catch low on the left side. Ubia all the way backed up to the wall. Now Ubia picks it up again from the 11 line, fires it on the numbers. Nicholas just got out of the way. Echeverry leads up the Robote. Zulaika attacking, outside placement. Not enough. The 2-wall scores. Second point for the Devils.
Zulaika got trapped on the wall. Goes for the shot. Echeverry reads it well. Ubia with kind of an evil smile at the end of that play. Yeah, I don't know what if they win, we'll talk to him about it.
Ubia jumps in front of the serve. Backhand gonna clear again, cutting to the inside. Robote turned over the top. It's missed along the wall. 3 points now for the Devils.
Echeverry has this way of throwing, now that he's gotten used to the court, and I don't mean to qualify everything like that, but it just wasn't the case in the beginning of the season, but he throws with such a high degree of precision, both from the forehand and the costado. Something unique about it.
Ubia now from the middle of the court, lifts it up high. That's coming out, way out. Echeverry turns to Robote inside. Zulaika runs under it. What a stop there by Nicholas, crossing low, plucked it off the wall. Now Ubia, high and deep. Nicholas steps back. Zulaika, costado straight to the inside, scooped up by Nicholas. Now Ubia deeper in the backcourt, floats it up the middle. Nicholas still there. This one a little bit higher, but that caught a piece of the screen. That is out of play, opens up the lead to 4-1.
Is it your turn to say premium passing or mine?
I'll let whoever's doing the color, you got it. I can't continue till you say it. Here's a backhand to the inside.
There is such a premium on passing that.
Thank you. Nicholas tries to pass him. Ooh, Ubia goes up for it deep in the backcourt. That's a big Robote coming way out. It's on the wall. And it clipped the rail. That is out of play. 2 points for the Chargers.
Yeah, you have to throw deliberately. You can't just wing it up there.
That serve is low the whole way, but an underserve. First fault, second one coming up.
Cortada serve for Zulaika, changing things up. Was just short.
Ball missed along the side wall. That gives the Devils 5 points and a possible set point.
Ubia's been catching those really well. That one hit the side wall exactly where he was standing.
Hard serve, Ubia handles in the middle of the court. Catch overhead by Nicholas, back into that corner. Ubia lines it up. Nicholas floats it up, Ubia handles again, that backhand coming in high. Nicholas steps back into the corner to make the catch. Backhand coming in low, Echeverry steps back, cuts it off, backhand. Caught in the middle of the court, Ubia. There's some space, Nicholas alone for the scoop, and he made it. Now Ubia clears out again with the forehand. Ooh, Echeverry able to make the catch splitter. Stopped in a blind catch overhead. Zulaika shoots it inside to score. That extends it for the moment, 3 points.
No shortage of power on any of those throws.
Outside serve is an over serve. First fault. Second serve coming up.
It was over, but it was quite elegant. Straight as possible. Very well done.
Hard second serve ripped off the wall there by Nicholas. It's dropping Ubia. Just did pick it up. Echeverry to the inside, Zulaika to wall. Ooh,
wow.
Thrown to score there. 4 points now.
That Kosti is just beautiful, and he's used it well. Back about the 9 line. Just opens up beautifully.
Nicholas handles another powerful serve. Ubia watching it. That's coming out. Zulaika saves the rebote. Nicholas makes the catch in the corner. Floats it up, Ubia. High hard return on the ball. Missed into the corner. The Chargers have come back to tie it at 5-5. This is set point.
Beautiful throw, and look at this. Nicholas just, oh my, yeah, see, what didn't he do? He did not look back into the corner. Don't ever look back into the corner. There's nothing good there.
Ubia, beautiful catch, crouching down, low bullet along the wall. Nicholas stops it. What a stop there. Zulaika rips it off the side wall, floats it back. Now Nicholas. Low runner stepped on the wall, inside placement. Big bounce controlled deep in the backcourt. Zulaika, high costado, big bounce. Nicholas gives him more time, runs around it, and saves the rebote. Zulaika makes the catch, puts it up the middle. Nicholas goes up. Now Ubia has to save the rebote. He does, takes him to the outside. Nicholas gets under it. Shoots a forehand on the wall. It's
great
scooped
catch
up by Ubia. And rebote there by Zulaika, caught by Nicholas. That's a powerful backhand, stopped inside. Oh, that was dropping low. Nicholas got up to it, the backhand. Zulaika ranging back, cuts it off. Catch by Nicholas overhead. Gets it over Zulaika. He scoops it up. Inside placement, tough one. It scores. Point and set. The Chargers come back and win it 6-5, 2 minutes. We'll play set 2.
Sorry, Nico, shake it up. Playing good. Sorry.
Such a hard-fought set going the direction of the Chargers. Once again, you're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Fronton in Miami, Florida. This is our 6th and final match on the game day between the Chargers and the Devils. The Devils have won the game day, still playing this final match.
So we're back in action tomorrow, 5 p.m. start. That will be the Warriors and the Renegades tomorrow. Then on Friday, we'll see the Chargers in action against the Cyclones. And then on Monday, there's that big game day between the Warriors and Chargers. And then the next time we'll be playing is next Friday, November 28th. So we only play Tuesday and Friday next week. And the final game day will be between the Renegades and the Fireballs.
Every time they go to tape that cesta, they get my worst side. My right side is just not my best side. JR doesn't have a bad side. Doesn't. Look at that guy.
He's killing it on camera.
Look at that guy.
Reinforcing that basket there. Just one of those matches where you see some reads go flying every now and again with the catch.
No shortage of power, basically just balls coming into the basket. You want that basket reinforced and tight. Strapping tape, pretty much well the best.
Look at that. Cut some of that tape.
Well, the problem is that those scissors are abominable.
You've talked about
Yeah,
that.
exactly. Those scissors, I should have gotten rid of those scissors, but we've been limited by corporate to 1 set of scissors per season. So I do buy 1 set of scissors every season, and that was our allotment.
So does it just get too sticky and then
Yes.
it can't cut?
Yes. Yes.
Shame.
Yes. See, and of course, yeah, of course. Then we bring out the hatchet knife to try to cut the tape, and you know, it's easier just buy another pair of scissors.
Had a point. I'm with you. Well, great comeback there by the Chargers. They're likely to be was it 5-2 down? I mean, they came storming back.
Apparently, there was a line.
Yeah, you know, I saw Etchbury waiting back there. I didn't know if he was just interested in the process, but it seems that we've answered that. He was looking for some tape also. He's like, just get another one.
I imagine that Rock is helping out Etcheberry, if I had to guess. Oh, Etcheberry's standing on the court. Never mind.
He's ready to go.
Okay.
Just a quick repair. We are ready to begin set number 2 here. The Devils, Etcheberry Nicholas will serve.
All those cestas entirely handmade, including the frame, steam bent, 1 solid piece of chestnut. So yeah, you want to keep them in as good a shape as possible. Frequent repairs, having those reeds replaced, reinforce the ribs, try to get a few months out of the cesta if you can.
Scoop by Nicholas. What a catch there at the 9 line. He sends it deep. Will be a low runner, stopped up overhead, 2 wall, will score. Etcheberry gets the Devils on the board first in set 2. Here's a catch inside by Nicholas, floats it up. Ubia pulls it in off the side wall. Ubia from the middle of the court makes the catch, low runner to the inside, scooped up there by Nicholas. Robote forehand turned by Zulaika, stopped
Beautiful
overhead.
catch.
What a stop there at the 11 line. This one dropping. Ubia steps up. That crossed the wall late. Backhand coming up the middle. Etcheberry goes up for it, stops it at the 9. Low backhand, that kicks up and out. Rabote turned to the outside, just out of play. 2 points now for the Devils.
Landed just. Again, Zulaika's been using the 2-all with a lot of success. That shot, however, just not working. Ooh.
Bullet there inside. Etcheberry comes cross court quick to make the stop. Late notice for Rubia, but the backhand 2-all follows it. Scooped outside. The carom will score.
That's the way you respond to a backhand 2-all.
Quickly, 3 points up on the board for the Devils.
You scoop it and you throw a carom. Kaboom. Backhand carom. Takes a look.
High, hard throw. Nicholas got there just before it crossed. That's on the wall, Ubia. He steps up at the 11 line, sends it high and deep. This one's coming out. Rabote 2-all, snapped in to score. Great shot by Etcheberry. That's 4 straight.
Thrown with authority. That ball landed in beautifully. Work for Zulaika earlier. See this Rabote coming out?
Yeah.
Yeah, just.
First opportunity off the Rabote, too, and why it scores so easily. That serve takes Ubia to the outside. That's a low runner. Stopped and dropped. Nicholas trying to get it off quickly. That is a first point for the Chargers.
It looked like Nicholas was in perfect position to make that catch, but that ball was coming particularly hard and off the side wall.
Outside serve is out of play. First fault, second serve coming up. Hard serve lined up by Nicholas. Backhand kicks up. Bia watching it go. Zulaika's 2-wall is too low. 5 points possible set here for the Devils.
The 2-all have been working throughout the previous match for Zulaika. That one hit the pad.
Bia holds on to this serve. Coming way out. Etcheberry still going at the 5 line. Wow. To the outside. It scores. Point and set. Quick set. One there by the Devils, 6-1. Third set coming up in 2 minutes. So there's the response by the Devils. 6-1. Happened pretty quick, too. They have a chance to complete the game day sweep here. They won the first 5 matches. And maybe more importantly than that, you know, just another set for this Etcheberry-Nicholas team to round in the form as their next match will be in the playoffs. Division I doubles, top teams, best players representing them. So it is never an easy matchup. So getting more reps, you gotta like it. You gotta feel good about the way Etcheberry turned it up too. I mean, a lot of shots off the Rabote, taking advantage of Zulaika's aggressive style of play.
Of course, he throws hard. The ball's going to hit the back wall, come out to the Rabote. That last one, that forehand, just boom to the outside. Etcheberry getting some feedback from Benetrix there. So, what are we guessing? Double bow or single? Double?
One, Stu. That's a double bow.
Let's see. Let's see. Been a lot of reshoe tying. Ah, yep, there's the double bow. There you go.
I mean, some might say triple. No, only two.
I only do that if my laces are like too long somehow.
Oh, okay.
You know how they have different size laces?
I've seen them.
Yeah, so you like occasionally get that pair of shoes and like the laces
Like
are like
clown shoes?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry, I wear like 8.5. These laces were made for a size 13. You know, they go halfway up my shin and you tie like 4 bows on them. And I mean, what do you do? You return a pair of shoes because of the laces? No,
You can't do that.
just kind of deal with it.
They're not worried about our shoes, Stu.
Who's not?
Folks at home, you know. The good thing is, even when we did the post game, I mean, it was just
From the waist up.
yeah, waist up. So yeah, we didn't have to worry about it all too much.
So they didn't care then either.
But the visual is funny. I'm with you there.
But yet every day you ran and put your pants on. Every day. Every day.
How about this year? I mean,
Well, you've grown up. Now you come to work in pants, and that's growth. It's been an honor to be part of it and see it.
thank you, Stu.
You're welcome. You deserve to be complimented. Got a third set coming up here.
Yep, all Devils so far today. See if the Chargers can put one in the win column. Need this third set. They'll have the serve to begin. So like a serve. Again, set number 3. Oh, that kicked up. Nicholas, big stop inside to get things going. What a backhand that is. It's cutting inside. Echeverry got up to it. Oh, but Zuleika has a 2-all, throws it quick, but it's out. First point of our final set to the Devils.
2-all has not been working for Zuleika in this match.
We got it early, but since that early in the first set, it hasn't been working. It's a hard serve, picked up off the ground, shoots the low runner. Echeverry, he's quick, got there, coming across court. Zuleika has the 2-all. This one doesn't open enough. Echeverry takes his time from the
what
outside,
a catch.
and what a scoop that was. So quick. Scoop by Ubia, backing up there at the 11 line, puts it on the wall.
That's a tremendous catch.
Echeverry pumps it in the
Oh
corner.
my
Ubia
goodness. If he would have held on to that, that would have been the catch of the day.
had it for a moment, but dropped it.
And Ubia's commentary is just, you know.
Yeah, we got to get him mic'd up one of these days.
Need to go to a different channel
Yeah,
if we
we'd have
do.
to
Exactly.
change our rating, but it would be entertaining. Well, Zuleika takes the serve. 2-all, thrown to score.
That was beautiful.
Get one back there. Chargers on the board in our third set.
Zuleika picked the serve beautifully, through the 2-all perfectly. Very well done.
Tough serve, handled as it crossed the sidewall up high. Ubia pumps the backhand, coming powerfully up the middle. Nicholas steps in front. Little bullet of a backhand. Nicholas now from the 11 line, keeps it up the middle. Ubia runs around it. What a powerful backhand. Echeverry still going left side to the inside. It's a clean miss, and Robote flipped up.
Oh, my.
That's
The floater got him. The floater got him at the 3 line. What a play by Zuleika.
Wow. 2-2. We're knotted up. I mean, what? Ubia went for it. Clean miss.
I mean, Echeverry really powered this. Clean miss both ways. And Zuleika, presence of mind, situational awareness, know where the front wall is without looking at it. Gets the ball up to it. Very well done.
Great stop up high by Nicholas. The backhand crossing. Great catch by Ubia. Nicholas now from the 12 line to the inside. Ubia steps up to it. Hard backhand follows. Robote's coming out. Echeverry high to the inside. Echeverry low running Incoming backhand tipped in the corner. Devils break the tie. They lead 3-2.
Etcheberry's got, it's like sneaky power. I can't really explain it. You know, the catch and the throw we talk about, you know, they're two separate processes. You've heard me say that multiple times. But for Etcheberry in particular,
It's similar to Lalu. I mean, if not, no, based on the frame, but he just throws it so hard. That's an underserve, though. First fault, second serve coming up.
it's going to sound odd for me, but with Zip, you know, it's just, there are guys who throw hard and there are guys who throw fast. And I've always said that, and I can't really explain the difference between the two. I just know it when I see it. And Etcheberry throws fast.
Ooh, that is a double fault, an underserve there. That ties it back up at 3.
Didn't help him out any with the serve, but he does throw fast.
Backs Nicholas up, makes the stop deep in the backcourt. Ubia steps up to the 10, powerfully, just out of reach of Etcheberry. Nicholas steps up on the backcourt. And goes flying into the corner, turned on the right side of Zulaika, caught the sidewall by Nicholas. Lined up beautifully as it crossed late, backhand coming up high. Robote forehand for Zulaika, turned over the top. Etcheberry steps in front. What a rebote that is. That's coming way out, and it's missed. Barely got out to it, the Chargers. Get their 4th point, leading 4-3.
You see he's got his eye on the ball coming off the back wall a good amount of the way. I mean, Zulaika just rifles this back, clears the overhead screen. Concentrating, I see right there where he has to switch. He doesn't feel that, if there's ever an moment, that's it.
Hard serve again, Nicholas. Obia spinning out of the way. Zulaika made the save, inside placement, sticks along the wall. Obia, great scoop. That ball knuckling. Nicholas takes it off the wall. What a stop. Robote just launched. 3-wall play takes Etcheberry up to the 4 line.
What a
right
catch.
Up the middle. There's Ubia. Sends it over his head. Nicholas waiting for it inside. Great catch again, this time at the 12. Crossing in. Ubia, that ate him up. Backhand, low runner just above the pad. Zulaika has a 2-wall. It's too wide. 4-4 is the score. Etcheberry, Nicholas, serve. Under a lot of pressure there. I mean, tried to get it off quick, and it was a pretty big miss. Ubia from the outside. There's a bullet. Oh, stopped by Nicholas at the 10. Keeps this one low. Etcheberry able to make the stop. Shoots one inside. Caught in the air, though, by Ubia. Great stop again.
Ooh, did you see that ball hook?
Really knuckled.
Yeah.
Just came up and in on Nicholas.
That's how hard he threw it.
Robote coming out just off the wall. Played by Etcheberry. Zulaika has
Split
the space.
placement.
Shoots the splitter. It scores. 5 points. Possible set and a possible match point here for the Chargers.
Beautifully thrown. The one spot that wasn't covered.
Catch by Nicholas. Dropping to the inside there. Robote turned on the back end by Zulaika. Nicholas lines it up. Forehand coming in. Crossing the wall, brought in there by Echeverry has the 2-wall, but it's too low. Point, set, and match. Zuleika and Ubia take it in the third set, 6-4. But a 5-1 game day for the Devils. They come away with that much-needed point and move up our standings. We'll hear from our winner, Zuleika and Ubia here. Just a few moments.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Back over with our winners here, Zuleika and Ubia. I know not the day that you guys wanted, but still everything that you have in front of you guys at the end of this season. What's it going to take these last couple game days on Friday and then this upcoming Tuesday?
Well, to be honest, and I do want to say my discontent actually, and I may be penalized for saying this, but it's going to take everything. It's going to take even the judges not making the absurd calls that they're making, actually. It was the other day that turned out not only the match, the set, the match, and the game day. Here, too, we saw another one. Extremely sad on that. I understand human error, but a little bit of seriousness would also be, just respect, right? For us, for the bettors, for everyone. So that's all I have to say. I may be penalized for saying this, but it's the truth has to be said because we're fed up.
All right, guys. Well, we'll see what happens the last couple game days. 2 left for the Chargers. We'll see if you can make the playoffs. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Let's take a look here at our standings before we depart. You see the Cyclones there up at the top, but the Devils inching a bit closer there. Can't move up any further, so the Cyclones right now locked into that 1 seed. The Devils, the number 2, but a log jam there with those final 4 teams. You got the Chargers, he's saying, coming up on Friday night. They'll be playing the Cyclones, and then on Tuesday, they have that big game day against the Warriors. So we will see what happens here these last couple of game days. We'll be back tomorrow, standard time, 5 p.m. start. Another big game day. We'll see you then, folks.